got that chameleon paint job.
Yes, it does. It's perfect. It looks great with all my outfits.
Reminds me of like some dirty South Paul wall.
You gotta get,
paint
like,
job.
in this.
I'm in it.
You gotta get in it to win it.
You need to be in it.
In it to win it.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Now you're in it. Yeah,
Right.
those are her, she's got a whole set.
Yeah.
That's your
I was
signature-
really happy. Randy got me these and an electric tea kettle, and they have been godsend.
Listen, I know what my woman wants.
That's right. That's that tea kettle. I saw it out there.
I love it. I love it.
I got one too.
You got an electric tea kettle?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were about that life.
Oh, what? I'm,
That tea kettle life for real?
I mean, I like to dabble in that.
Oh, shit.
A little bit of the electric tea kettle business,
What kind of tea you into?
An infused lavender.
Oh, you like flowery teas?
Wow.
He got really depressing real quick.
She's calling your ass out.
Yeah.
She's like, wow.
I don't like anything that's light. Like my favorite kind of tea, actually, I had to tweet out the recipe because everybody kept asking me. My favorite tea to make, especially in the morning, is a chocolate chai.
Oh my god.
If you turn that up and twist this, it's not easy to twist.
This twist?
This thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It'll
Yeah.
stay.
So
The springs are tight. You gotta bear down on it.
I got a hell of a grip.
I mean, get there.
It's one thing I like to show off. Sorry to interrupt on the tea thing. We'll come back to that.
But
I do like to impress people with my grip.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. In my line of work, there's a lot of, tightening.
Yeah, man. Is that why you didn't shake my hand? You just fist bumped me because you didn't
loosening.
want to break my hand or anything?
I'm somewhat of a germaphobe.
Oh, I got you.
There you go.
That's all.
Yeah,
I got you.
perfect.
Nothing personal.
No, it's all
Not that you have a ton of germs.
Well, you don't know that.
I mean, you have some.
Yeah.
I suspect.
I might have a lot.
That's,
Who knows?
That's rad, too. I just don't want them on me.
Okay, fair
Dirty
enough.
germs are dirty.
Fair enough.
And
Why
it's
not?
cool to be dirty. Definitely okay with that.
Sometimes.
Anyways, Anjali, that tea sounds delicious. Could you please let us know what's up?
Chocolate?
It's chocolate
chai.
chai. So I take... Now, apparently you can buy chai in liquid form. I don't fuck with that because that seems like a waste of money, and I'm not falling for the government's bullshit. So I buy the tea bags and I put them...
As do I. Go on.
Yeah, as opposed to the liquid form.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you think I'm being ridiculous, but somebody literally asked me this. They're like, do you use liquid or tea bags? And I'm like,
The liquid,
bags?
It all still comes from tea bags.
Yeah,
The
it
liquid
might.
is just
I
already
just kind of...
done.
I don't think you get a fresh... You think you would get a fresher brew from the bag
Yeah.
itself.
Well, I was worried that they're going
I
to
gotta
judge my answer on that, to be
I gotta
honest.
fix this camera. You're.
I'm way off.
Good looking out.
I'm
My
not...
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. I'm sitting forward.
But yeah, so I like to use the tea bags, heat up some water, and I only do half a cup of water, and then I put chocolate almond milk in there, and then some paprika.
Ooh.
And it is so
That sounds.
That's the
good.
secret.
good.
That's the
It's
secret
so good.
antidote.
Paprika is chicken seasoning.
It's
What?
no,
dude.
it's not.
Pump the brakes.
No.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
stop.
it's not.
Paprika doesn't go in tea.
Technical foul.
No.
Done.
It does go in tea.
Yeah, and it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hug for your tummy, and it's
Ooh.
also because chai is a natural energizer, so it's like a kickstart, and it's not as intense as green tea is because I can't handle green and black tea. It's too much caffeine for my body. Yeah,
I like green tea.
I go into panic attacks. It's too much.
I like a green tea.
Then don't do that.
Yeah, no. You want some of the green tea that's in our cabinet, actually? There's just a whole bunch in there. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
No.
Completely out.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I haven't had much tea lately, actually. I'll drink it at work quite a bit, like a wind down
Okay.
type of thing. I'm not doing anything special.
You know, fucks with that sleepy time? It's good. It's good.
I mean,
Mix it with a little bit of milk. It's good. All my tea is with milk. That's personal, but yeah, it's good.
I heard tea is really good with milk, but I've never put milk in my tea.
What?
That's Randy always looks at my tea. He's like, "There's something wrong with the color of that," and I'm like, "I don't know. Like, I don't know that I've really drank tea very much without milk. Like,
Well, maybe I need to dabble in.
you do.
No, it's.
I don't drink a
good.
lot of milk in general, so that's probably why. I mean,
I only do like almond milk.
I
don't
do in
really
my
do-
cereal, in my O's.
Okay.
O's.
Okay.
You heard of that?
I don't.
Okay.
Do I want to hear
It's the
about
old
that?
school cereal.
Uh-uh.
It's just O's. It's like you can like
It's called Cheerios.
you can
Yeah.
no, it's not. It's just O's, and it's got like honeys and oats, like on the almost like a size of a Fruit Loop, but on the inside is packed with like oats and honey
Oh,
and
these? Oh, it's O's like OH.
yeah, OH apostrophe
Oh,
S.
I see.
So that being said,
I don't know about the Oreo O's.
what's awesome about this
Yeah.
cereal is it's super crunchy. So you
That looks good.
can fill a bowl up, put your milk in, and then you're like, oh shit, I forgot to let the dog inside. So you just set your bowl down, come right back to it like you never even left it.
That looks pretty fucking good.
It's still
I'm not
crunchy?
gonna lie.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I definitely have some O's.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know about that Oreo O's vibe.
Yeah, I wanted
No,
to get
that's
some
not
last
for
time I was at
me.
the store, but I didn't.
I like Raisin Bran. That's my
Honey
favorite
O's.
Really?
Honey O's.
cereal.
That is what she's.
I
she just
love
gets
Raisin
raisin. That's all she buys.
Bootios?
Booty.
Bootios. Give some of them bootios.
no.
Oh my god, this cereal tastes like booty.
Wow. These aren't shaped like fucking booty. It's
I need
Lucky
a-
Charms.
This already got bad, and we're only, 3 minutes in?
Listen.
I need a lifetime subscription to that.
Bootios.
That's something I can get
How do
really
we get
into.
How do we get a
sponsorship with
sponsorship with
By
Bootios?
Bootios.
who is the
Sponsored
main
by
brand?
WWE apparently. That is this goes fucking deep.
Hold on, but
man.
is-
oh my god.
Is that like an actual wrestling trio? Is that like a trio of wrestlers?
I'm gonna assume so.
Give me,
I haven't,
just-
I haven't
just
watched
Google
it in so long.
Just Google Bootios. Let's get this story.
We're getting down to the fucking source of the Bootios.
Let's get this
here.
story of Bootios.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, this is already falling apart, and I love it.
By the way, our guest name is David Big.
Oh yeah, David Big. Yeah.
3 minutes
see.
in, and we're already failing. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no. Doing good.
Or we're
'cause
succeeding.
Let's see.
We're succeeding about
WWE
Bootios.
Bootios. It's a real deal
You can
fucking
really
series.
buy
Yeah,
this
is that a
cereal.
commercial?
The
Because
New
that's
Day
great.
reveal. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
I don't know if we can play the commercial.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we'll probably get
Uh,
fucked up.
That looks.
yeah.
Those look like real wrestlers.
Yeah, I think
like-
they are for real. The, new day.
reveal that Bootios, the official. See if you can find
The
scroll down,
official
scroll down.
cereal.
See if we can get some.
WW.
What does it take to get an
Here we
official
go.
cereal?
Here we go. Make sure. They make sure you ain't booty been craving a big bowl of Bootios cereal since the New Day introduced the idea to you at WrestleMania. What is that? That sentence makes no sense to me right
That
now.
What?
sweet, sugary
Bootios.
Bootios dream has now become a reality. Bootios were first introduced in the celebrated WWE staple.
Oh, the New Day must be the crew. That must
Yeah.
be those three
Yeah.
dudes.
See, wow, the New Day. Shouts out to the New Day. Good job.
So, I'll
God.
probably
The-
watching some YouTube videos of the New Day.
The New
Hmm.
Day, hook me up with a sponsorship. Let's
Yeah.
get some Bootios
Real
in
deal.
here.
I would go for a nice big old
Yeah.
bowl of Bootios.
Give me a bowl of Bootios.
We got the New Day, the creators of the Bootios.
I love to eat some booty.
Who the fuck
O's.
does he have? Does he
This
have
man
a
needs-
trumpet?
He has a trombone.
Trombone.
What
What
trombone?
the fuck?
Okay, this guy
What
needs help,
is
first of all.
happening?
Okay, if you're just listening to this podcast, if you're not watching this is three black dudes
yeah.
who are dressed in like
Pink, white, and
Pink.
blue.
and yeah, like bright ass
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
unitards
That's what I'm talking. We were on it.
Yes.
We were on our colors.
and sleeveless cut off T-shirts, and one of them is holding a trombone. I don't understand what's
What
happening.
is happening?
And apparently they are the creators of Bootios.
You gotta love Bootios, right?
I do.
My God.
I love Bootios.
I love the idea of Bootios.
I do too.
I'd have to try it. They just
Can
they
I just
look
say-
like Lucky Charms.
Can I say one more time? I would love to have some booty. Eat some Bootios.
I need to find those again.
They're all
How
over
much
Google.
are they?
They have to be all over Google.
How much are
There's
they?
a box for $10.
I'm getting on Amazon.
Or no, that's a wall poster. Oh my god.
Yeah, I want that. Oh shit.
It is $65 for a box of Bootios.
Toywiz.com.
Who's interested?
$65.
Good lord.
box of
eBay,
Bootios.
65
Yikes.
bucks.
They got a different kind.
Okay,
What kind is that right there?
Does that say?
I think those are chocolate Bootio.
Oh my god!
Oh no, this is just the quote unquote.
That's the big old box.
Yeah, this is the quote unquote big old box.
I'm gonna have to try both kinds. Oh my god!
Oh shit! See if there's a spot to buy. See if there's a spot to buy these for real. Go to that Amazon website.
Yeah.
I'm
thinking
crying.
So.
This is beautiful.
Dude, look at the dude eating them. It's
Wait.
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle was eating
Kyle
them.
with his
Look right
booty
there.
hairs.
Guy?
Yeah, he's got a monster shirt on. I would imagine.
That's the kind of guy I would imagine eating bootios. Actually.
You are at a table with dudes who would eat bootios right now.
Yeah, what is wrong with
here,
you?
here.
Okay, so you can
Cheers to
get
booty.
it says you can get it on Fi for
That's for your
$10.
entertainment. Surely that's not.
I don't know.
Hit that Amazon link.
Uh,
Hit that Amazon
right
link.
here.
Yeah, let me see this.
Rating 4.2.
Ooh.
5. That's pretty good.
Got some good. Yeah.
$30 for a box
30
of
bucks.
Bootios.
I got it. If it's on Prime,
I
we can get it real quick.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about a poop like a champion? Highest fiber content per 30 mil. Wow, that's just
Oh
a
my god.
poop like a champion cereal.
Okay, this may have went a little bit
This
too
is
much.
going. Yeah, this is going really deep.
Bootios was cute and fun.
Yeah, but
Poop
poop
like
like
a
a champion. That is drawing the line.
Maybe a step too far.
Maybe.
What is that on the back of the box?
It's a horse. Pony. I don't fucking know.
Hornicorn.
Why's he got glasses?
It's a horny
It's
corn.
a cool horse.
I feel like
A
I feel
horse
like
Wait,
associated
look.
with bootios.
So it's got these little holes on the or like dots on the
Oh, it's a
side. Here. I'm
mask.
sure
It's
he's
a
trying to
cutout
make a
mask,
out
yeah.
of
what's
it,
that say at the top?
'cause,
Make your own booty corn mask.
I don't like booty corn. I don't like booty corn whatsoever.
booty corn sounds.
Jesus, this is.
So I
this
guess
is
the
not
new
okay.
I guess that explains the New Day's colors.
I guess they're big unicorn fans.
They got the booty corn.
But booty
See,
corn, like, we
That's
took another wrong turn.
Yeah.
Like-
This one has a horn. I didn't even realize.
You had
Oh,
me.
shit.
You had me at Bootios. You just keep it at Bootios. Keep
I
it
like
simple.
how his horn is poking the O.
Yeah.
Like just ever so slightly.
What kind of what kind of world do we live in where these are our wrestlers?
I might have to start watching wrestling because
Just-
they are really
I'm gonna-
wild and out there. Yeah.
I
I
feel like
mean, it's
this was
full
not
on
wrestling
soap.
when I was a child.
No.
You're telling me like Ultimate Warrior wouldn't come out with Bootios cereal?
You didn't do too much talking in the ring. It was strictly like in the back. You're, oh, brother, I tell you what.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In
And
the
he was-
back in the bootio.
Wow.
Correct.
Wow. I didn't like that one.
I mean, that's all. That's gravy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
I don't
Cool.
like thinking of booties and gravy.
I'm
but
down.
Booties and
Gravy.
gravy. That's a strange
It's like
concept.
fish
Sop
and
it up.
pancakes, baby. Delish.
This-
No.
Maybe not. Maybe not that.
Okay.
Maybe
well,
anything but that.
we just went down a nice little rabbit hole.
Yeah, that was a
here.
strange tangent.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did we even get on Bootios?
O's,
Where were we-
the
oh,
cereal.
O's the cereal.
We
Yeah.
were just.
My bad.
This
No,
is
you know
literally
what?
how we're starting out.
Yeah.
Like, we are
First
not even
10
going to talk about
minutes, we
who
started
David is.
Bootios.
We're just going to go
Yeah.
straight in. That's who David is.
Yeah.
Bootios,
You wanna-
actually.
You want to introduce yourself? What you're about? What you like to do?
So my name's David. And
Hi, David.
Hi. And I mean, I don't do too much, you know. I work a lot, like Randy does, you know.
What do you do for work?
Pretty. I operate a crane for a living.
Whoa.
David is David's been my BFF for a while now.
We started in the workforce.
We did.
We became friends in the workforce.
We did.
Oh, wow.
And I can tell you this, none of any of this
Don't make me blush.
would be here without this man.
Oh, ain't
This
that
man,
Aw.
this man has made everything possible. Everything that I have, everything that I've done, everything that I've been able to do.
I just feel like we should play the graduation song in the background.
all,
and zoom in on
all
David's
because of
face.
this dude right here. I'm telling you, I would not be.
Put some heart emojis around you.
If
I'm
you
blushing.
guys saw me before me and Dave here became tight,
I wouldn't have saw him.
you wouldn't have seen me.
He would be dead.
You
No
wouldn't
question.
have saw him.
Yeah, no.
It goes back though. We've been crewed up for a while.
Yeah.
Started I'd say what, on the verge of like 05, 06, somewhere in there.
Yeah, some in that ballpark.
We were working in a restaurant together, and just for that little bit we were back there cooking, and
I knew, so before this, I knew who he was.
a lot of people know who I am. We won't get into any of that on the podcast.
Yeah.
But
We were in the same town.
Yeah.
He's known. People know him. And so I knew who he was. And I was like, oh man, this dude. And I remember the day that I was like, okay, me and this dude, we're gonna be friends. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna be pals. And we were back in the kitchen cooking, all right. And I was 18.
Were you that young?
Young
I
Felix's
I was
age.
just 18.
That's me.
I was just out of high school
Young,
when we worked there.
even more young Felix's age.
So, I had brought some illegal beer because I was underage to work,
Yeah.
and I had snuck it into the walk-in cooler, and I would go sneak one and pour it in my styrofoam cup and drink it while we were cooking.
Shame
just
on
sip
you.
just sip on some beer.
As a young 18-year-old man.
As a young
Shame on
18-year-old
you.
man in this sleepy little town.
Shame.
So this was my secret game, right? And because that's what I was about. And then one day I remember I think I was working on the grill, and Dave was back there, and like we were in the middle of a rush, and like David got a drink of my drink or something like that, and he was like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like that was mine. And he's like, "Well, you got one for me?" And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Was I managing yet at that point? Or
No.
were we still just cooking?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
I'd have had to let you go, bro.
yeah.
You're done.
Friendship never
You're
went
done.
any
It was
further.
immediately stopped.
And none of this would have ever happened.
Yeah.
Nothing. None of it. We would not be here in this moment. Everything
Randy would be
different.
homeless.
Yeah, so I had one. I mean, drank the drink. We drank from the cup.
We drank from the cup, and that's it. The rest is all.
There was a long not a long, but a little bit of separation. I
There
was
was.
battling some really tough times. You ended up,
I fell into some dark times.
you did, but we don't have to get into that either. But
Right. A couple, like there was a little bit of gap there.
I think Bill let you go before I became manager.
I quit to go work at Defiance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just know he was letting a lot of people go.
Yeah.
So
I was like, this is a downhill slide. I gotta go.
yeah, so I took over managing, and me and my fiance at the time, and Bill was a real asshole. I don't know if he still works at the Ford place in Jacksonville, right there off the highway.
Wow.
Oh no!
You can edit that out if you need to.
We have quite a bit of bleeping to do each
So-
episode.
Fuck you, Bill.
So, old Billy smartass. Anyway, he made me basically fire everyone. I had one cook left, no waitresses, and it was just me and my fiance there. And he was like, I'm gonna need y'all to just kind of handle it, And he was like, I need you to cut Tony, or can I say her name? Tony. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I need you to cut her hours. And I was like, listen, bro. Like, I know how many kids she's got. Like, this is her only job. I'm not cutting her hours. You want to cut her hours? You go in there and do it. You be a man and tell her.
Damn.
So I didn't cut her hours. So another week went by, and he got pissed, and and then he realized that just because he was a used car salesman, he knew nothing about running a restaurant, and you don't start a restaurant where we live at in the end of summer.
Yeah.
When you hadn't made any of the summer revenue to carry you through winter. So,
Yeah.
anyways, a loser. Now, obviously, I'm doing great.
Are there any hard feelings?
No,
None
no.
whatsoever.
No hard
I had
feelings.
just bought a car right before he fucking laid me off. And he was like, I guess you can collect unemployment. And I was like,
Oh my
that's
God.
awesome, bro.
Dickhead.
So, anyways, enough about that.
Long story short, that restaurant does not exist.
It does not exist. And I went through several months where I was just like, hanging out. Obviously, I have friends, you know what I mean? Whatever. I really didn't have too many friends that were into the exact same things that I was into. Obviously, love going to live shows, checking out bands, and the music scene that we were into. And I was sitting there one night, and it was the was it the Under Oath concert?
I think so, yeah.
At the old dome on University. What was it called then?
The Village?
The Village, yeah. So that's where I saw Titanic for the first time when it was a movie
It was a
theater.
movie theater. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. So I'm sitting there, and Kaylee was like, why don't you just call Randy? Because I was like kind of beat up, like, I have no one to go to a show with. I just wanted somebody to rage with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I felt really bad about. I like to look at somebody and be like, I just knocked, just fucked him up. You know what I mean? While we're in the pit,
Yeah.
going wild.
He called the right guy.
So
Hell yeah.
I reached out, and we rekindled it back up,
Yeah.
and it's literally been a fucking steaming locomotive.
Yeah.
Since then.
All
then.
leading to this point
This
right
point.
now.
To this point.
Yeah,
It's
no,
been
it
a
was
hell of a
perfect
run.
timing too, because I was in a rough patch as well. I had lost my job.
You were.
I got laid off, and I didn't have anything going on. And no, I was staying on. I
don't know how you were staying.
Couch. I was living on my cousin's couch in Conway in that apartment. Remember?
Was it in the apartment or was it in the White House?
No, after I had gotten on unemployment, finally we moved into that house with Jake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
But
you, Jake,
that-
and Lee.
You remember
yeah.
that apartment?
Bob.
Yeah, that was Lee Bob's apartment. He had a little one-bedroom apartment in Conway, and I was just
That's where I
staying on
picked
his
you up
couch.
at. Yeah, that's where I picked you up at.
Because
yeah.
I had nowhere to stay, nothing to do. Yeah, it was a rough patch too. And
Yeah.
I was doing nothing all day, nothing all night.
I was scooping you up though.
Yeah.
Every time we would go, I would scoop you up, and
Yeah, for a long time before.
and you would make me feel bad. Listen, I was like, I'm gonna get this dude a job, right?
I was in a rough patch for a while. There.
Yeah, you
Like,
were.
We started going to like shows. I got on unemployment and did that for a little while, and then we were still hanging out, having a good time. But I still had like not a lot going on, and it was not so great. And then David, with his offshore job, he had worked offshore before, and then he had just got hired on with someone else, another company.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, fuck, I need to find a job. I think I got to do something with my life. I got to quit just doing nothing. This is getting me nowhere.
I happen to be tight with HR, the girl and the dude in HR, and I had to go take a class, a firefighting and first aid class in Lafayette, and I was like, bro, you got to come with me. I was like, just come stay in the hotel with me. And then
I didn't have anything else to do.
yeah, and I was like, on my lunch break, I'll run you over there. And I ended up getting 2 speeding tickets via camera at a stoplight. I was
Sweet.
I do remember that, yeah.
passing the University of Lafayette,
Oh God.
driving
That's
him
right.
over there to the. Anyways, we get over there, and it was like clockwork. I was like, look.
Yeah, it
This
was
is
so
it.
perfect.
And he was like, well, when's the next hiring class? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no. Like, this needs to happen right now.
Yeah.
And it was a fucking week later. You were back down there, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They were like, all right, yeah, we'll give you a shout.
And
then,
then it got so bad. I worked all this out, right? I was like, look, I knew I was a man down on my crew, and I was like, look, it'd be awesome because we could ride together, and then we would be riding together, be off together. I mean, just basically fucking frolicking hand in hand, like everywhere we went.
Right.
And so then we get to that point, and I tell her, I was like, you got to get him on my crew, blah, blah, blah. She's like, well, I'm going on vacation. I got a Post-it note right here. Everything's good. And she thought the dates that I was at work was the dates that I was at home, her relief, and put him the exact opposite of me.
Complete opposites.
Aw.
Complete opposites.
So we rode a boat to work, and all we did was we were like, fuck it, we shared a car.
Yeah.
And he would
Wow.
toss me the keys on the boat, and I would toss him the keys back on the boat
Yeah.
every 2 weeks.
That
And
was-
what did we do that for, like 11 or 12 months?
Yeah,
Like,
it was like almost
Almost
a
a
year.
year, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was one of the times my license was suspended.
Cool.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I
Rage,
was
wow.
saving up money to buy a new ride. And yeah,
Hell
it
yeah.
those were the good old days, man.
good old days.
But what sucked then, we never saw each other for like a year, except in that passing, that like 10 minutes on the boat, like, hey.
Well, sometimes I would work over.
That's true. I think there was like 2 points. One time I worked over, and I think one time you worked over.
Yeah.
Or maybe twice you worked over. I can't remember.
But being on the rig in general was hell, so
It always is.
I didn't want to do it too much.
Yeah.
But
That rig in particular is pretty shitty.
it was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I got you into that. Obviously,
It led to great things.
It did.
But
It did. I'd like
Yeah.
to tell your story. Did my voice just crack? I know my fucking 13-year-old son is going to snoop onto Spotify because he is part of the family plan, and he will listen to this. Sneaky little bastard. He'll laugh. He'll make fun of me, too, because my voice just cracked. I like to tell your story, though, quite often because I tell it to a lot of people. Obviously, I'm the supervisor of the crew, so I get a lot of guys that come out there to work, and they're, like, what should I do? And, how do I move up? Obviously, it's horrible times
yeah.
in the oil field period right now.
Right.
So I try to give them the best advice that I know how. And then I often use your story
Yeah.
as,
Wow.
like,
Inspiration, huh?
yeah, he got out there and realized that it was fucking horrible.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
And it was fucking hot. It's horrible. Like, it's miserable out there at times. So you basically, there was a certain storekeeper out there when you were, I think he was half with me, half with you.
Yeah.
Am I right? Trey was?
No, I trained under Gerald.
Yeah, well, you worked over a couple times. I had asked Trey. That's what it was. I had asked Trey, and he said that. Yeah, he said that Gerald. Whatever. So I tell them, like, fuck, what is it? What was it? Like your third or fourth time at work?
I
Was it that soon?
No,
But you
it
were
wasn't
already
quite that
training.
long.
But you were already training though by then.
By like my second hitch, I was like, fuck this working out here on the deck.
Yeah.
Fuck this hard work. I'm gonna go
Use your skill.
my brain.
Exactly.
So I started training in the warehouse like immediately, like
Yeah.
by my second hitch.
Yeah.
When I'd go to nights, I'd just go train. Wake up early and go train.
And then dude didn't fucking come back, and
And yeah, it was. I think it was like maybe 5 hitches at the most.
yeah,
he
I
just
knew it was
didn't
like
show
fourth or
up.
fifth. Yeah.
And
And then obviously your side, because we worked straight up with OIMs.
yeah.
And your OIM basically made an example out of you and was like,
Yeah, I was the only one that would train in his off time. Everyone else was like, "Well, I want to move up. I want to move up. I want to
Yeah.
move up." But they, wouldn't do anything about it. And then he was like, "Well, you've been training, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You think you can do it?" And I was like, "Definitely." Really, I had very little idea of what I was doing. I had not been training long enough.
That's what you have to do, man.
So he was like, "All right, well, this is this hitch. This is what you'll be doing, and we'll see how it goes." And after that hitch, they were telling me all during that hitch, the rig manager, he's just
that
not
you're
going to
not going to give you the job. Yeah.
He's gonna get someone. He's gonna hire someone, whatever. And I was like, whatever. So I just did the best I could. And then when I came back that time, they were like, well, they didn't hire anyone, so it's gonna be you.
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it worked out.
Tons of guys though, they're like, what do I do to move up? Blah blah blah, and then it's just like, you got to go put in time. Like,
That's
it's
it.
only you're gonna get noticed. Like,
Show them you want it.
Yeah, I mean, if that means 2-3 hours a day on your off time, then that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, you're making calls to the warehouse and everything else before you actually had the job anyways. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just show them you can do it. That's usually
Yeah.
all it takes.
So
But
I use that story a lot. So basically, I'm just like, like you just fucking got to get out there and want something and fucking take it for yourself. Like, I mean, you got to be noticed. You got to put in. I mean, no one's gonna give it to you. You got to put in the effort to get it. You know what I mean?
Really, the reason that I got spurred on to do that in the first place was you getting me hired on to begin with, because you were like, just come down here with me. Just we'll show up there. We'll tell them that I'll tell them that you're getting a job, and then they'll give you a job. And I was like, what? Like, that is not how a job. You gotta go apply, and you gotta go talk. And
That's not how it is anymore. Obviously, I couldn't get anybody hired right now for the company that I work for now. I mean, it's
well, now it's a different scenario.
Yeah, different scenario.
It was booming pretty good
yeah,
then. Now it's a little different, a little trickier now.
yeah. But I mean, it ended up working like that.
Yeah. When that happened and that worked, I was like, holy fuck, I'm just gonna go after what I want.
Yeah.
And that's what I started doing.
Yeah.
And that's how I got this house. That's how I got my cars. That's how I got that motorcycle. That's how I got this girl. That's how I got everything. I was like,
what
oh.
girl?
Is that how it happened? Oh.
What girl? You're being awful quiet over there.
I'm listening
Oh.
to the story of how
She's not.
fabulous man brought an even more fabulous man up from rags to riches.
That's what happened. That's the real
Boy,
story.
This is a fucking.
That's a real deal
Someone
story.
should do a decent small mini series on us.
We should.
Feel.
Who would play you?
Fucking.
I think. I
a
think.
smooth Matthew McConaughey, I would imagine.
Matthew McConaughey is a good choice. I was
Yeah.
thinking Dustin from Stranger Things would be a good you. Give him some long hair.
A younger me?
Yeah.
Oh.
A young you. No, you now. You now.
Yeah.
That'll be
I'm
you.
trying so hard.
I'll be.
I can tell.
I'll
You
be
are.
Tom Cruise. You'll be Dustin from Stranger Things.
Hold on. Fucking.
There you go. What got you, man?
First of all,
They're like
I
twins.
fucking hate Tom Cruise, so you're not fucking being Tom Cruise. It's not happening.
Or Digby.
I
Look
love
up
Dustin.
Digby. Digby would also make a good Biggs.
I don't think Tom Cruise would shave his head for the role.
Oh
Fuck
my
Tom
god.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise will do a lot of things for a lot of roles, I feel like.
He wouldn't fucking fight Justin Bieber in the ring. Bitch ass.
Good point. Good point.
What are you? Why are you pulling up Isabel from Animal Crossing?
That's Digby.
Do
oh, my bad.
do
Isabel's
not
the
supposed to be-
female version.
You said
Isabel's
okay.
the female
I'm about to say
version.
this-
That's why.
Digby from where, Randy?
just do Digby Instagram. See what comes up.
I knew this was Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's not the one I meant.
This guy?
There he is, top
Where?
left.
The dog?
Yep.
The second one over.
The dog.
There he is.
No.
Made in Chelsea.
Scroll left. Scroll
Ah.
left. Oh no. There he is. That guy in the green sweater.
Yeah.
That's a good David Biggs as well. I'll take that. If Dustin is not available, I'll take that. I'll take Digby. Digby's
at
a
it.
good second.
Can you look to the camera?
Can you
for
make
me
that
just real
face
quick?
and look to the camera?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I was looking to the light. Like a fucking rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
See,
perfect. Holy shit. Good
either
call,
one of those.
Randy.
Dustin or Digby, I'll
Good
take either
call.
one.
Good call.
Whichever one signs first.
I guess. I'll let it ride. I'm gonna have to see. Like, he's gonna have to audition a little bit.
Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, let's see. I got some tricks. I got some tricks I can show that old dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
Oh my
we have to see.
Digby. What a cutie.
You can teach him some new ones. I
Yeah,
think.
Digby Van Winkle. If you're just listening to the podcast, look him up.
Dig-
Look him up.
Randy is a big fan.
Shout out to Digby.
Digby Van
Shout out
Winkle.
to Digby Van
Owns
Winkle.
all 3 albums.
Look him up.
Owns 2 of his movies on
Ten-
VHS.
10 out of 10. Digby Van Winkle.
Owns 1 Blu-ray.
But you got the early VHS though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Tracking's off a little bit at
both
about,
of
at
them.
about
Yes,
10
yes,
minutes
yes.
in. But
Yeah.
Wow.
it's fine.
Yeah, I dig it.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
The
I don't
cassette
even
tape
wanna
he
know what's
did
up
as a
here.
mix.
Those
Yeah.
are my choices to play you.
All right.
Okay.
Dustin.
Dustin or
Or
Digby.
Digby. Who would play you, Randy? Not Tom Cruise.
If Tom Cruise isn't available,
He's not.
He's not
I will
available.
take.
'Cause he's scared because I'm on set.
Chris Hemsworth, maybe.
What? What?
I can't with your fucking.
I
Hold
I-
on.
I
you don't get
cannot.
the, you don't get the fucking pick.
Hold on.
can't.
Usually you pick.
Hold on.
No,
wait.
I want to hear what you have to say.
No, I'm fucking completely out of this.
I need you to say what you're gonna say.
What's the dude's name from Great White Hype?
I have no clue what that is.
The,
Yeah.
He's a big Celtics fan.
I will also take any of the dudes that created Bootios.
Okay, yeah, you know
Can
what?
play
No.
me.
Yeah.
Any of the 3.
I want the trombone one to be him, so he just has to carry around a trombone everywhere he goes.
Yeah,
you know?
any of the 3. Whichever one's available.
Always tooting your fucking horn.
It's like Chris
Listen,
Hemsworth.
I go after
was-
what I want. I go after what I want.
Yes, you do. Who taught you that?
Let me see.
Yeezy taught me.
I think this could play Randy. You think that would work?
That's a pretty good me.
I think so too.
Just color him up. Throw some markers on him.
Throw some markers on him.
That's a well-rounded
That's a man right there.
actor right there.
He's
to
a
play
good
Yeah,
that.
actor.
he's really good.
Oh, he's a great actor.
So he could definitely play Randy.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
no
not very
question.
hard to play, I feel like. Just get a little trashy. Get a little trashy.
hey,
Put beer
just,
in styrofoam
just a
cups.
smidge.
Just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough to give you a little rough around the edges.
Yeah.
Nothing smoothed out here.
Yeah, flipping the wings.
Yeah.
You
My
know,
Lord.
styrofoam cup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You were a little more.
Oh, no.
You were a little more country back then.
I'm still country.
I know you are. I mean, obviously, I see
Yeah.
Put these
Yeah.
on the table. Ow! Listen
the
now.
biz.
Nice.
Yee.
Tell me more about this. A little
Yeah.
more country.
Oh shit, girl. That may be after the podcast kind of talk.
I drove a 95 F-150.
What color was it? Maroonish.
Is this a
Maroon.
pickup
Maroon.
truck? Because I don't know what it is, so I'm just imagining it's a pickup truck because I
Yeah.
know white
Yeah.
people.
Oh, is
Let's-
that's me right there?
Give it the
Second row.
Just
yeah,
type
that
in
guy.
the year model
Yeah,
in
that's
the.
you.
That's me.
Let's get the Ford up
That's
there.
me. Yeah, that's
Oh,
me.
bro.
Yeah, he could be.
The fucking, we didn't get multiple we didn't get multiple headshots of me.
Wow.
Only one fucking
Randy
Digby
says
picture.
this is him.
And I had to pose to make sure that he could qualify. That's from Glass. Have you seen Glass?
I watched it on the airplane. Yeah.
I was honestly
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
maybe you meant the first row, first character, and then I was like, okay, I can kind of see that. Very.
That's more. Yeah, that's more.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's more
That's
me.
definitely.
Yeah.
Just give him a mustache and he's good to go, man.
That's pretty good.
Holy shit.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
good-
cry.
I'm in with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that too.
Okay.
Oh
Let me
god.
see. Let me see if I can get this color here.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the
95.
first podcast that
there
I
it
get.
is.
Yeah,
That's
That's,
it.
baby.
that's actually your
Oh
truck.
god.
No, mine wasn't long wheel drive. Mine wasn't, or long wheel base. Long wheel drive. Mine was 4-wheel drive, not long. That's
This one.
Yeah, short wheelbase.
without the visor. It was that
Okay.
truck without the visor.
That's
Yeah.
respectable.
This is gonna be the first podcast in which my makeup does not last the whole time. I'm just crying it all off. I like this truck though.
Yo.
I would say
Oh
this truck.
shit!
I think I have a weird like white man fetish. It's like
I have one too. That's why I love Randy. It's crazy.
That's why you both love Randy
We're
so
attracted to the exact same fucking thing.
You guys are the same people.
We are as one.
Making connections.
Oh man,
God.
yeah, we're gonna have to talk later.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
after dark.
yeah.
Wow.
Definitely, I'll tell you. Definitely tell you some of the things that drug me into that.
Oh.
Some of my past recollections.
Goodness. Holy shit.
Um,
Fuck. Oh.
Good times. Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. That was the truck.
Did you get your license?
I was happy though when I
This
pulled up
car.
and I was happy though when I pulled up and saw that truck
Yeah.
No.
when I was coming to work.
Those
I would
are
always
fun
come to
days.
Lakes. That was my second job, so
Mm.
I was easing in a little bit late.
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
I had deer vinyl stickers on the back glass.
Wow.
That sounds a little. That's
real
treading into
country.
racist territory to me.
If you have deer stickers on your car, you're a fucking racist.
You're a racist.
Don't at me, you dumb pieces of shit. You're fucking racist.
Oh my gosh!
Pickup trucks, cool. Deer stickers.
You hate black
That's
people.
where we draw the line.
Wow, I'm glad that's where you draw the line. No Confederate flags, and it's deer stickers. You're fucking
Deer stickers.
racist.
I saw right through the deer stickers. All right, I'm telling you, I didn't have a problem with it. Your fucking baby blues, they had me at first sight, baby. They had me at first sight.
Holy shit.
Oh my god! I need
Oh, I'm hurting.
one more sip.
Yeah, I wrecked that truck.
You did?
Yeah, the steering box went out as I was
Oh, you
going
told me
around the
this story.
curve and put it right into a telephone pole.
Damn.
Yep.
That's no fun.
You keep some vice grips next time.
Hey, now, hey.
Let's get this thing turning.
See, what happened was I had a CD changer in that truck.
Yes. Yes, as
Ooh.
you do.
Danger.
I was
Oh,
I
That's
was
some G shit.
Oh,
I was changing my CDs
Yeah.
and going around this curve, and
Bang.
that stuff's good. You had that?
yummy.
Is it sweeter than the Bramble?
A little. It's got more blueberry flavor than that has blackberry flavor.
Yes. Yeah. If you want something sweeter, you're gonna want that bluing. But if you want something that's just not,
I don't want something sweeter, so I'm gonna have the Bramble.
You can have more of those. There's more of those in the fridge too if you'd rather.
I'd like to not leave.
Okay.
Wow.
do you want me to leave for you?
No, that was good. I'll
Okay.
try the Bramble. I mean, I've had the Bramble, but
Go ahead, try it.
Ooh.
Try it out.
Try it again.
Try it
Try
out.
it.
Once again.
I'll have a little sipperoo.
Little sip, little try. Little
Let
try
us
sip.
see that nice same old devil's koozie right there.
Oh, look at that.
Wait, shit, that's hot.
Brought to
This-
you
a
in the
very
start by
country
David
show.
Mason.
Do we have a web? Are we selling those yet?
No,
Not yet.
we need to put them. We still need to put them on the website.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
we're terrible people.
Well,
Very slow.
You know what?
whenever it
We're all
happens, it'll
managing
happen.
businesses here, and it gets really overwhelming. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm
There's a
trying to
lot
do
going
my
on.
own stuff, and then he's doing his stuff, and trying to get it together, and then coordinating everything together. It's a lot.
Yeah, listen, I
happening.
can do your tattoos, or I can sell you koozies. Pick one.
Yeah,
That's right.
One at a time.
yeah.
That's
I
right.
could either do porn or I can sell you koozies.
Pick
Pick
one.
one.
Pick one.
Pick one.
I can take care of old people or help sell you koozies. Pick one.
I could also sell you porn
Do porn.
or sell you more porn on a different site.
Pick one.
Pick one. Choose your genre wisely.
What kind are you putting out, man?
We'll release
Yeah, get a drink first before you start talking.
we'll release my username in the credits.
Thank you. In description, folks.
Yep. So, wowzers.
Well,
Yeah.
It's been a ride so far.
Yeah.
we're only about 40 minutes in, so let's see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
Bootios to rags to riches
Rags to riches.
to 95 F-150s.
Yeah.
That's
to
where we've come.
David selling porn.
To David's porn.
Yeah.
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 I'm that one person that gets famous and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, who is this guy? And then they dig real deep and they're like, oh shit.
That is porn.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Found this guy. You know, so obviously I wouldn't be a very good contestant on Big Brother.
Or would you?
I think you could.
I want to go so bad.
Wouldn't
I got invited to be on a reality show, and the season's actually out right now. It's something about, I think I told you about this. It's something about
Mary?
dating. It's a dating show where they put all these people in a house, and
That's Big Brother.
No. I think it's on MTV, and it's like they put all these people in a house, and you get matched up with people, but you don't know who you're matched up with.
I think it's just called The Match, right?
That's Next. I've seen it.
And-
There's a bus.
Oh, I know Next, but this is not. This is not it.
I remember.
Yeah.
And
And
Are You
it's-
the One?
Yes,
Yeah,
Are You the One?
yeah.
I was invited to do that show, and at the time that this woman approached me, I was working I was at work in a strip club, several tequilas deep, and I was like, what is this show? Because I have no idea what the show is. And she's just like, just call me at this number. And I just ran around the club like, guys, I'm being invited to a reality show. What is this? And they were like, do it. I was like, I think I have a boyfriend. I don't know what to do.
I have a boyfriend. I can't be completely sure
I don't know
here.
what to do.
I think I do.
How much are they paying again? Yeah, I don't have a boyfriend.
And and then I called the number the next day, and they explained the show to me, and then I was like, do I want to get famous for a reality show, or do I want to get famous for my personality? And for some reason I chose my personality over a reality show. And now the season's out, and everybody's praising it because they're just like, this is the gay season. And I'm like, I could have been
On
part of the
show.
gay season. But I have a boyfriend,
Don't-
and I
don't-
was
hey.
too many tequilas deep.
Yeah, but don't have regrets.
Yeah.
$1 million? What is the winning amount? Like, it's something like that.
You can win money on a dating show?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, if you get it right.
I
If
thought
get
you
your
won
pairing
love.
right. You win love and money, and honestly, I don't even care about the love. The
Wow.
money.
Do you just have to? I don't know. I'll
You
look
have
it
to
up.
you have to like guess your pairing right or something like that.
Like a wine pairing?
Yeah.
How would they know?
Because they picked your perfect pairing out like before the show started.
But, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, it's something along that
It's
premise.
like guess who?
From what I understand.
Holy shit!
What is it like? Like they pair you by
Prize up to
astrological
1 million.
Prize
Yeah.
up to a fucking $1 million.
Yeah, I think if the whole house wins that money, though, it's something like that. There's some weird catch to that money, but
you
yeah.
still get a lot of
Yeah.
money, though. That's a lot
Yeah.
of money.
But I've thought about it because I've been asked to do several reality shows, and I've kind of turned them all down because I'm just like, nah, I don't want to do
I've heard
reality
it's not what it's
TV.
cracked up to be.
And I don't do well with pressure and people just being like, I need you on camera so that you can start some drama. And I'd be like, get me out of here, away from this.
I don't think on reality TV they tell you to start drama. I think
They
I think
plant
they just
it.
don't let you sleep and just like feed
don't
you
know.
minimal
They
until you get
plant
cranky
it a
enough.
lot.
I've
to
heard,
make
Constant
I've heard some
coverage.
I've heard you know those like individual interviews or whatever. Sometimes they'll ask the people like, you know,
like loaded questions.
yeah, like really
and
loaded
stuff.
questions that'll get them, you know, get like, oh, it's real juicy, oh,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
really
It's
It's
basically a
not
game
shit.
of telephone sometimes
Yeah,
too. Like they'll like
essentially.
whisper something basically, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it kind of gets like escalated. And
Right.
I don't like people. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Don't
I feel like
break
a lot,
the equipment.
I feel like a lot of it's set up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
agree.
don't want to do
Yeah.
that. I would lose my mind, and then I wouldn't be famous for reality TV. I'd be a famous serial killer, and I don't want to do that.
Speaking of, and I
Which would result in making TV about you.
They
I've
make
always wanted
movies
my
about
own
you.
True Hollywood story. Do you remember that? Like,
I do. That's
I've
a,
always wanted my own. Like
I do remember those.
I just think about like who they would invite in.
hiding over there.
Watch the camera.
Yeah, bro.
I just think about like who they would invite in and just be like,
Can't even
yeah,
see my
she's
shots
always
anymore.
she's always
Whoops.
be a really nice girl, and
And she fucking
one
cracked.
day
and
she just cracked, and next thing we knew, we were having a funeral with pink flamingos everywhere. Who knows? Yeah.
Shit gets wild really
Shit gets
quick.
wild.
I wanted my own true Hollywood story, and I do believe that someday Ellen will recreate that for me. Because if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be Ellen.
It's gonna be Ellen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does. She makes things happen.
She does make things happen.
Yeah.
You ever play
Or
Heads Up?
SNL will do a skit about it.
Just-
And that'll be something.
that
Yeah.
sounds more
That'd be
likely.
fun. That'd
Yeah.
be fun though.
The
Yeah.
skit.
I'd love to have an SNL skit making fun.
What
of
if
me.
you were played by Keenan?
Yeah, let's talk about who you'd be played by. Oh shit.
Okay, in this story, you're Keenan.
Keenan would do a great job. I believe.
Keenan is fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Let's get
he's
one
great.
thing right.
He's
Let's
good.
get that out there.
Very funny.
He's good. shit.
Very funny.
Yeah.
I can't right now.
Shit. Wow. That was so
Whew. Yeah.
Wowzers.
But he would do good, I think. I think he would do good.
Yeah.
I think if you were famous for a I think if you were famous for a reality show, I don't think I would ever go anywhere with you.
I already know what my reality show would be called. It'd be called Personally Yours. Me and my siblings have already talked about it because they know that someday I'm going to be famous. So we've already talked about the fact that my show would be called Personally Yours because I used to say personally all the time. And somebody would follow me around the camera, which at this point, now that we're dating, it would just be a caption show of us going back and forth. What? 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 I didn't hear you. Yeah, well, fuck it. Back and forth.
It would be a lot of that.
Yeah.
True love.
Yeah.
That is pretty much my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember the time we went to the show and we were just, she got like, what's the word? Sorry. She got like fucking,
Huggy?
oh, no, she didn't get huggy. There were several people that were like, oh, hey, Anjali, hello.
Oh, yes.
And me and Randy were like standing there, and then like we tried to come up and like say some smart ass
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they
And-
snubbed you.
Yeah, they
You
didn't
just
even
walked
look
away.
at us.
Yeah.
We were like,
Yeah.
oh, right, we're
So-
Yeah.
Up until we started dating,
We're headed out.
I was getting noticed because I look like a freak show. And yesterday, David and I, after the show,
This is true. We
we
had this talk.
Yeah, we actually had this exact same conversation because I was out without you, and we were at this place eating, and these people noticed my tattoos and came up, and I was like, man, just like good old times. I was like, I never get this anymore because now Anjali gets all the attention, and I'm real sour about it.
I think he is.
Sour grapes.
I'm real sour,
Real deal.
and
Yeah.
We're talking about it for 2 days straight now.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
number 2 days, and
I think I have to start talking about you online now just so that we can like share and bask in the fame now because it's becoming too much for me.
you got to tone it down. I'm trying to
There's no
shine.
toning it down.
gonna
I'm
have to
just
tone
too
it
famous.
The fuck now.
I'm going
Listen,
to pull you up
David-
to my level.
David didn't do all this hard work to get me here for me not to shine.
That's
right.
true.
That's right.
That's true.
Right?
Listen,
I want to.
You either got to tone it down,
listen.
or I'm
You
gonna
bought
stuff
him
you out.
here. I'm going to take him even higher as his woman. So.
Whoa.
She's leaving you in the dust.
Whoa.
Done
No,
for.
I didn't say I was leaving him in the dust. I like David. I would
Okay.
never leave him in the dust.
Okay.
But I am taking him up higher. I will end up having to talk about you because everybody thinks you're my female roommate, and that's weird.
Randy, the female roommate.
Yes,
I do
anytime
look
I say
great
something,
as a woman.
anytime I say
My
something about
legs
Randy,
are fantastic.
We should do a drag show.
I could do that. I was a drag queen. I could make you fabulous.
Make
I'm
Randy
very
fucking
fabulous.
fabulous.
Hey,
do that.
hello. I'm the one that mentioned it. You can make the both of us fabulous.
I
What
could
the
do
hell
that.
is this?
I could do
I
that.
can make you fabulous. Shit,
I could do that.
I want in on the deal.
All right, I could do that. We could
You're
do a
snubbed.
drag show.
You're snubbed again.
Again,
Listen,
we
what-
could
I'm not
do
getting-
all this
drag-
hard work
Yeah,
and you're
what's
out.
up with that?
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder we could probably even get my drag mom up here and bring my drag mom. and then-
now. Oh my god.
My step drag.
Sounds like just like mother.
All right, your step.
your
drag
step
mom.
drag mom.
Yeah.
I'm the best you got.
You're stuck with me.
You're gonna respect me, damn it.
Yes, you will.
Yeah. That's what Jerry tells me every day.
Oh, Jerry.
You're gonna fucking respect me in this household. I pay the bill. Okay, whatever. You get it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna need a shot of that for when Jerry comes on this show. Play that back.
Oh no. Tells me get another beer out of the fridge for him. Like a dog.
David, do you want to be
Oh,
turned
man.
into a pretty drag queen?
Listen, I got some really sweet ass pictures of me dressed up. I was in fucking. Listen, believe it or not, I was in, I think, 8th grade.
Okay.
And for Halloween, I went as a hooker. My stepsister,
What?
You're very
Um,
open-minded.
Wow.
my stepsister dressed me up I'm talking full on. I wore a bra under my dress.
Hell yeah.
I fucking stuffed it
That's
up.
more than me.
Yeah, and it got wild. People were just
Loving it.
yeah.
Did they love it?
They loved it.
Did you get any people that were like,
There were I wasn't. Let's tell you this. I wasn't where I live now. I was closer to the big city. I was in Bryant.
Okay.
So
Bryant, the big city?
yeah, the big suburb of Little Rock, which was, I mean, it's a hell of a lot bigger than where I
Yes,
live now.
yeah.
But
For sure. Without a doubt.
so
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
I got thinking like in the 9th or 10th grade. I was at my buddy's house, and
In 8th grade,
I'm just talking about
You're
dressing up like a
dabbling.
girl.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So you've dabbled quite a bit, and
when I was in
you know
8th
they
grade,
make porn for that too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Oh,
my
yeah.
buddy's sister was in the shower, so I wasn't in her room, but she had some laundry on the couch. So we were inside. They were all out there skating. So we had came inside, and you know, they were fucking
Okay.
hot. We were hot. Fucking all of a sudden, I'm fucking. We're
You
goofing
just
off.
wake up one day and
I
you're dressed
slipped
like
it.
a girl.
I slipped into a pink dress. You know what I mean?
Would not be the first or last.
She came out of the shower and she's like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" Anyways, I don't know why we got on this. What the fuck are we talking about?
If
Anyways.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I mean,
if the dress don't fit, you must have quit.
yeah. My aunt is like 5 years older than I am, so whenever I was a little kid, she just put makeup on my face and posted all over MySpace, and all her friends would see it, and they'd come over and they'd laugh at me, and it was great.
I didn't do that to my brother. My brother has 4 sisters, and none of us
None of
ever did
them?
that to.
My stepbrother and stepsister, you know what they used to do to me?
Let's hear it.
Fucking strip me down butt naked and lock me out of the house.
No,
Out of the fucking house. Yeah,
never done that.
I'm serious. And they would lock the back gate of that. We had a privacy fence. Oh no, I wasn't getting in there either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I was like picking logs up, like trying to get like right in the middle of town, like
Actually,
Naked as
Yeah.
I think the scandalous thing we did with my brother was we put clear nail polish on his nails of all
Clear?
colors. Yeah, because we were like, it just makes your nails look shiny. And then he just like walked around with this clear nail polish. And that's how scandalous we got with him.
That's it, huh?
Yeah. We were actually very kind to each other.
yeah.
Very
We were
quite
weenies. Like,
That's
really.
respectful.
I hit
Yeah.
my stepsister in the back of the head with a baseball bat.
Hell yeah.
No, my brother didn't do
That's
that to us.
That's metal, dude.
Yeah.
I've been whacked in the face with a 9-iron.
Why? What has happened to you, poor people?
I also sank my sister's French horn in the creek.
That's fucked up. French
This-
horns are expensive. This is
Don't
coming
bl-
from someone who used to play the French horn. Those
Let me tell you,
motherfuckers
it-
are expensive.
It don't blow the same no
No,
more.
no.
No, it don't.
A little one of those.
Those
It's
valves are
messed
good
up.
and lubed.
Oh yeah. So yeah, very open-minded. I'm not worried about.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, we should do a drag show.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
we can plan a drag show.
Yeah.
I would be down to do a drag show. I will actually wear a drag, and then I will do both of your drag makeup while we
Most
talk
of
about
my
stuff.
most of my drag experiences have all been Halloween related.
Really
Yeah.
I did a hula girl in high school,
cool.
and I did a slutty nun, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
I remember the slutty nun.
Yeah, he has the
That was a big
costume still
hit.
in the closet.
Yeah.
That was when we were.
Does he put it on for you, Anjali?
We
You
were
know.
riding bikes a lot, and
Yeah.
my legs looked amazing.
Your legs did look amazing.
They looked
What color heels did
amazing.
you have? I forgot.
They were just black heels.
Were they black?
Yeah. They matched my dress.
I was supposed to do a crazy.
Your legs
cat
did look
lady
good
one
then.
year.
I remember.
did. They-
I remember.
That's all those we put
At
so
a
many
point in
miles
time, that in that genre of years,
Yeah.
what was it like? Probably about 4 years ago.
Yeah, that was like
we were.
what 12, 13, 14.
You were running all the
maybe
time at work
15.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
We were-
lighting the streets up.
We were, man.
Boy, oh boy.
I was looking good.
Yeah, we was looking real good.
We had it going on.
Yeah, we did.
We was.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Too hot to handle. I
Yeah.
mean, some might say.
It
I
was.
mean,
It was.
I always get accused when I leave the house. You're going out like that?
I had my first moment like that. You went out in a button-up. What was it? Yesterday? I was like,
Oh yeah, I wore.
Oh, you said it to you?
No, I
No,
said it
she
to
said
him.
it to me.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Where were you going?
I was going to
Work.
Yeah, I was just going to work, and I wore like a pearl snap shirt.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like,
I was getting back to my country roots.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a
Listen.
bolo tie?
No bubble
no,
tie.
no.
That-
Hey, I'm not.
That.
I ain't from Texas.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, he just had this button up
No.
on, and in my head
This
I was
ain't
like,
Arizona.
I was feeling a little like, is there something I'm missing tonight?
Oh.
And
Yeah, it's called a 95 maroon fucking F-150. And you riding right next to that stick shift up against his leg.
Yeah.
If the trucks are rocking, yeet yeet.
Don't come a knocking. You heard?
You got some skull in the fucking glove box.
Oh God.
Fuck yeah, red man in my glove box.
Levi Garrett. Give me a kiss.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my god. My truck's real bouncy. I think you'll like it.
Hell yeah.
One time in it was like 9th grade, I think. We took a field trip somewhere, and I went to a really tiny school out in the middle of nowhere in the country,
Yeah.
and we were all passing around some chaw. I think it was Levi Garrett actually, and I
In
took
ninth. Go ahead.
I took a big old pinch like it was Big League Chew, and just shoved it in my cheek.
It'll fuck you up real quick.
About 2 minutes in, I had them cold sweats, and I just threw up everywhere on that school bus.
Gross.
Oh,
Yeah, it was not a good
That's
situation.
It'll get
fucking
you.
gross.
It will.
Dude.
It'll get you.
I used to fuck with some red man here and there.
Yeah.
Really?
Weird enough.
Mm.
Yeah.
I got a funny picture of myself and Kaylee the first time we were in a picture together. If you look close enough, I got like a red hat on and a red Billy Talent shirt. And if you look close enough, that fucking jawline right
No.
there. I had some fucking red man in it.
No.
Yeah, believe it or
Wow.
not. I didn't fool with it much, just every now and then.
I remember, is that, so there's like loose, and then there's the little packets, and I remember some kids,
Pouches?
especially, yeah, the girls
Bandits.
would like do the little like pouches or whatever. in their
Girl
mouth.
dippers.
Yes.
Lady
and
dippers.
they
Lady dippers.
would wear camouflage, not like not like army camo, but hunter camo pink dresses
Girl,
to
that's
prom.
real treat.
Like
Yeah.
duck
Like-
camo. It's like a...
Yeah,
It's like
and
a,
they'd wear that to prom.
not like real tree.
That's
Yeah.
No, Lady Dippers was a big like
and like cornrows,
yeah.
even though they're white.
It's on Vine a
Um,
while ago, if you remember Vine. Lady Dippers was a huge genre that was so popular of just ladies like yay yay and just have this fucking tumor in their lip.
No.
It looked so gross.
No.
we had one at
Fine
my
cut?
school
We had
when I was in
couple.
school, but that we were, this was before all of that, so she was just legit
Mhm.
redneck.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah.
showing out for her.
Hell yeah.
She's more manlier than I am. Probably even to this day, I would bet.
Ow.
Yeah,
That's
no, these
amazing.
girls were definitely, they were hardcore girls for
Mhm.
sure. Like, there was no Vine when I was in high school.
Well,
So,
yeah.
like, these girls were just doing it
Are you
because
sure?
that was, I'm not that young.
There was Vine when I was in high school.
Yeah. They were like legit.
There wasn't fucking MySpace when I was in high
Mm.
school.
Oh, there is MySpace. And the top 8 friends, whatever it was. 8, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Randy, you'd have been my number one.
Aww.
We'd be each other's number
We need
one.
like
Bet that.
every time David
Bet
comes on the
that.
show, we just need to get like a hearts graphic to just pop up on the scene every time.
No,
we,
I mean, I was
a
excited for
wholesome
David
moment
to be on the
comes
show because I like David.
Yeah.
David's sweet.
We need to make special effects for him. Just
He's
little
like-
heart emojis come up from the
He's
bottom
like
of
a
the screen
teddy
to the
bear with a
top.
nanny cam in it. Like he's like sweet and like cuddly looking, but also like there's something dirty about it.
Yeah, it's dirty. If some of you only knew.
You're like you like set this bear in your room and you put a book in front of it because there's something weird about it. But then every so often you just accidentally knock the book off and you're like, okay.
How many nanny
All
bear
right.
cams do you have?
It's time.
Oh my
man.
lord. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that actually a thing?
I'll be the spy bear cam. I guess.
It's like non-threatening too, because it's not like it can do anything. A nanny cam bear can't do anything.
Except
so
record, you getting naked.
I guess, but are you worried about it? It's so cute. You're not worried
I
about
don't
it.
want my fucking no. Look at this. You really
Aren't
trust
I
this?
cute?
Do you know how many porns like have that?
Really
That's
trust
probably
this
a whole
motherfucker?
genre. That's
Yeah.
a whole genre.
That is a
right
whole
there.
genre, yeah.
Nanny cam porn.
Dude, I don't
I
trust
stay
that.
out of that subgenre.
That's
I
not
don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't trust that for a fucking second.
Look at the little Dave.
You know what?
Just taking it all in.
That's just playing me, asshole. Not the fucking dog. Not Digby. That's playing me.
Maybe I will.
You'll be
get
like a
naked in
fucking-
front of the bear.
Like a Kid 2 or something. Or 4, whatever, however many they've made.
Man, we're just finding so many similarities between David and just like animals.
I guess I'm
You're an animal.
You can be Ted. I'll be Marky Mark. And
You fucking
It's-
asshole.
Wait, yes, please pull up a picture of Marky Mark, because I still don't know
Fuck
who that
the
is.
scrap the Ted shit. Scrap it. Scrap it. You're not getting loaded again, bro. You're
just
like,
the other day, we were at a show and Anjali was getting attention again. But then it turns out the conversation turned on her because she has not seen Boogie Nights.
I've never seen Boogie Nights.
So she was getting berated by this group
Wow.
because she had not seen it, and then she let slip that she doesn't know who Marky Mark is.
Oh,
And I thought they were
or
gonna,
his
that's-
fucking funky bunch?
that's a touchy
Yeah.
subject.
I thought they were gonna fuck her up.
Yeah, that's a touchy
Yeah.
one.
I just stood back. I'm out the way.
Fame
Anyway,
comes
that's
at a price.
That's Marky Mark.
Y'all heard about when he beat up that?
He looks
old
like a new
man,
kid on
right?
the block, like type of
He
kid.
was.
He was.
He
Oh,
was.
okay, all right.
Jesus Christ, woman.
All
Get your
right.
shit together. Where's his
Okay.
funky bunch?
Yeah,
Okay.
get the-
And the funky bunch. Second one down. No, was that his funky? Yeah, that was his funky bunch.
Yeah, here we go.
So it's a white guy led by
have-
a bunch of Negroes? Like, that seems weird.
easy.
Wow.
That seems weird.
You can't.
Easy now.
Okay, look. You know, guy. He.
I mean, it
blinded-
was the 90s, was it? Or the 80s?
No, that was 90s.
The
That was
90s?
early
Okay,
90s, I
then
think.
Yeah.
it was kind of like okay.
Early
back
mid
then.
90s.
No, he.
I had one of their albums
Wow.
on CD.
On
I really
ice.
did. Yeah.
Or cassette.
I don't know. No, it was CD. CD. Not that fucking old.
You gotta, wait, did you have it on a 45?
I know I'm older than you.
You know he
man.
beat up an old man and blinded him for life.
What?
What did
Marky
the old
Mark.
What did the old man do?
Look at his fucking
No,
guns.
he was just drunk as shit. He was I think he was like 16. He was drunk and he just got real mad and beat up this old Asian man and made him blind.
Well, isn't he from Boston? You don't fuck with people from
Yeah,
Boston.
I mean, yeah, I guess
You don't
so.
fuck with anybody from
I guess
Boston, from
so.
what I hear.
Yeah, because they'll fucking.
I'm not condoning the man being blind. I'm just saying, like, I mean, if I'm going to Boston, I'm not fucking with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know that I expect very much from a white man that leads a group of just like.
Wow. Way
Black
to make it
people.
about race.
No, I mean, it just seems weird to me. It's kind of like when Gwen Stefani rented out Japanese people explicitly for her Rushu girls, like, phase. Is really weird. They were, like, rented under contract, and they were only allowed to speak Japanese, and that was it, even though they spoke English as well.
Oh my lord.
Like, they were under contract. Yeah.
Whatever happened to the old
Gwen
Stefani?
You know, that was a prime time for her.
I miss
She
walking
was,
through the spider webs.
Yeah.
Leave
You were
a
into
message
that
and
No
I'll call
Doubt.
you
Gwen
back.
Oh, that first album was
She's-
great.
Yeah.
I like No Doubt Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
I like No
She
Doubt.
was also hot.
Yeah.
That is-
back
but
then.
that like when she went solo, she did look good.
Mhm.
She looked good.
Well, yeah.
Her,
No
I think
question.
her music was not so great.
No.
She needed the dudes, but
I remember, like, recording. That's corny. I was with a bunch of girls at the time that lived down the street. Good friends of mine. Actually met them because I was throwing rocks at them. Which is such an asshole thing.
It's
But
pretty awful.
yeah,
Not very,
But I mean, like,
not very nanny cam of you.
Yeah.
no, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, that.
That's the dirty part of the nanny cam.
Yeah. So I was with. Now, technically, I had a buddy that was with me, and his sister was with them, and yeah, I don't know. Like, you know how guys. Maybe guys were flirting. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, they lived down the street. Ended up being great friends. I went down there and apologized. They were only like 2 blocks away from me. Their dad turned out to love me. You know what I mean? Like I spent the night down there at their house before. It's weird at a all girls house.
Yeah.
And
Nanny
he
cam.
took me to Dallas on their family vacation.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was very good friends with
Nice.
these 3 girls. One of them was a lot younger. The other 2, one was older, slightly older than me, a year older. The other one was 2 years younger than me. But you know,
That's what throwing rocks will get you.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what throwing
yeah.
rocks will get you.
There you
So
go, perfect.
Please don't throw rocks at girls, especially not these days.
Unless you have
Don't
a
do
crush on them.
No,
No, don't do it.
No,
do
still
that.
don't do
do
that.
that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Hold
It's
on.
just a joke.
I had that. Where was that story going?
That's a good question.
You were talking about Gwen Stefani, and you were recording.
So we were at their house, and I was, singing with them while they recorded that on their answering machine.
Oh, I remember doing stuff like that.
Leave a
yes.
message and I'll call you
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it was
Yeah.
fun times.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where that was going.
Wow.
That
I
was
used to make my sibling do like coordinated songs with me for our answering machine because I'm the oldest, and so that's what big sisters do. And I used to make
It's
them
called
have to-
bullying.
Yeah.
I used to
It's in the
make
dictionary.
Look it up.
I used to make them have to
Look it
learn
up.
harmony, and I'd get really mad about it.
Wow.
Make them learn harmony.
Yeah, I was like, "You're
Wow.
gonna figure this out,"
My
and
God.
basically we sounded like Alvin and the Chipmunks, like, because he'd do like, "Hello, hello, hello, hello," leave a message right after the beep, and that's how it went.
Wow.
What if you
Yeah.
probably
You
confused?
hit every key in my ear, like you were hitting
That's
every
because
key.
I remember.
You were hitting it.
Yeah.
Everyone that called your house is very confused. You're like, hello, and they're like, hello, and then you're like, hello, and then they're like, hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And then you're like, leave a message, and they're like, God damn it, got me
Yeah,
again.
I was very serious about it.
Got me again.
I was a very serious kid. I'm a serious adult too, though.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, she don't joke
She'll
around.
kick some ass.
We're not joking here.
No, very
No.
serious.
Yeah,
No
very, very
laughing.
serious.
I'm very serious when I call you a nanny cam. Very
I'm
serious about it.
Very serious.
Yes.
When I
Yeah.
call you my drag mom,
Thank you. As you should be.
I am.
Thank you.
Are
Very
we all your
serious.
drag children, Anjali?
What was that?
I said, are we all your drag children?
I don't want to be a drag children.
You really don't have much of a choice
Drag
at this
children.
I
point.
don't want to be a drag Count me out.
Get me out of being a
You're the
drag
most
children.
in this than any of us, Randy. You are the prime drag child.
You know, the thing is,
Yeah, but
he's
I'm
my
not-
my drag child that I'm really trying to steer on the right direction, but he just will not accept.
Okay.
I'm not going to be banging her like, you're my drag mother, you're my drag mother.
Oh wait, yeah, I
That
don't
is
want
not
that
gonna
happening.
happen.
Wow.
Does it work?
I will not be
I mean,
mommy.
how else does it work?
Where's the
I don't
nanny
know.
cam when you need it?
This isn't an episode of Dinosaurs.
Wow.
I'm a little too tired. I kind of think I can drive tonight. It's me, guys.
Put him on the shelf.
I'll just sit here and be a cute little bear.
I'll be your pretty bear. Take that book down from in front of me. Oh, man.
I want to be part of your world.
Please.
You remember the first nanny cam, Teddy Ruxpin?
Yeah.
Did you have a Teddy Ruxpin?
I didn't have a Teddy Ruxpin, but I had a Mother Goose.
Are you guys
What
old enough
are
to know
these?
Teddy
I don't
Ruxpin?
What is
What are these?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are those?
It's a Teddy Ruxpin.
Teddy
Boo.
Ruxpin.
Is this like?
Teddy
don't you put a
Rubskin
tape
or
in it or
Ruxpin?
something?
Ruxpin.
And,
Eminem usually addresses him in at least every album.
oh, then I have no idea what's happening.
That's Teddy Ruxpin.
That's Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah. I don't like that.
You
too
could put
much.
a tape in him,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I said. Yeah, you put
and
a
you
tape
could
in
record stuff on him.
it. Okay.
Wow. Is that?
I had a
I
mother.
didn't know you could record
That's
stuff.
like a newer one or something.
Oh, okay.
That's
Find a.
Look at the blue eyes,
yeah,
blonde hair.
that's,
This one?
that's way too.
Is that the
high-tech.
German model? I'm not sure.
It's the
that the-
pure model.
See that
German
second
Teddy
row
Ruxpin?
first? Second row first one.
This one here.
Right there. That's Teddy Ruxpin.
No, that's the original. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
OG.
Teddy Ruxpin.
The little
Look at- you
was,
got the cassette
was his
tape.
tape on the belly or the back?
I think it's on the belly underneath that vest.
Hmm.
Take
Yeah.
that vest off, Teddy.
I think
I
I,
don't
was
know how I feel
watching
about
like
that.
a VH1 special that was like I love the 80s or something, and I saw this thing
Yeah.
pop up. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I didn't get.
I had the
one.
Mother Goose that had the tape that you inserted.
Mhm.
Could you record off that, or was it just?
I don't know.
playback?
I don't remember if you could record, but
Is it a nanny cam?
No, I don't think that one has a nanny cam either.
That probably came with
Sadly.
like the stories, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was like an accessory,
yeah, yeah.
a secret accessory.
Surprise!
Let me see if I can find it here.
Yeah, I mean,
This one here?
yeah,
Or this one? What the fuck?
No, it's the one to the right, yeah, or that one, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, or
These
that
little
one.
guys here.
Yeah.
That's cute. I mean,
That's not as
Her little
terrifying
wing-
as the bear.
Her wing
Yeah.
flapped up.
What? Bless you.
Her wing flapped up, and you put the tape in.
You put it in her like armpit?
That's kind of
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. See if you can
Yeah.
find a picture of that.
Okay.
Inserting
Let's
into
see.
the armpit.
I don't want to look
I didn't
that
have
up.
the baby
I
duck.
do not want to put that in Randy's search history.
I didn't have the ugly duck.
This one's nasty.
Yeah, I don't know what that one
You can see the crease there, though.
I
Yeah,
need
you have the
that
books
damn-
that you read from.
I need the damn
is. You could probably follow. I bet you followed along in the book.
Mother Goose
With the
tape
tape.
player.
Yeah, you followed along in the book. I think her little mouth would move. Should we talk about her little ugly ducklings?
That seems right. Yeah, Teddy
Yeah.
Ruxpin, he used to have the movie mouth too.
Yeah.
My friend had one, and I was so jealous. I was like, man, why don't I have a Teddy Ruxpin?
Where's it at?
Well, no, that one's a weird looking one, but it shows the player on it. To the right, down one to the right.
I think the closest I got to like a toy like that was there was these things called Diva Stars, and they were these like dolls, and
I know exactly what you're talking about.
and there was this, I had a black one, and her name is Tia, and you would like attach her purse to her hand, and it had a dog in it, and she would go. And she'd like turn her head at the same time, and you need to look this up. And it's called Diva Stars.
yeah,
It's
yeah, I got it up
legitimately
right now.
terrifying.
Holy shit.
They have huge heads.
Was this
and
the one?
She's an animatronic doll.
Is it this one?
I don't think that's the exact one. She was like clearly black, and she wore like green, and like this is the type of doll. Actually, is that her? I don't
That's
remember exactly if
fucking-
that's her, but that's the doll. And she would blink, and they would turn their heads, and she'd go. You put her purse under her hand, and she'd go, "Hi, I'm Tia. I'm a hip, cool chick and a techno whiz, and I'm fun." And
Wow.
like weirdest thing.
And I'm
What
fun.
you just
And-
did was weird.
And,
She
like,
looks like she's on the
if-
influence of a lot
if you
of
didn't like
drugs.
attach to her purse to her hand, she'd go, "Hipster, hand me my hipster," and it's like that's her
What?
dog's name, I guess. It was really, it was like the pre-Furby. Like I had this, and then I got a Furby, and I was like, I'm done. And then my parents were like, "Just kidding, you're gonna get a Poochie."
Poochie. Oh no.
And then we each had a Poochie.
What is a?
What a poochie is.
You don't know? You might have. Yeah, Poochie. Please, they're animatronic dogs.
Is it P-O-C-H-I-E?
P-O-O-C-H-I-E.
Careful what you spell there. Careful what you spell.
Easy.
No, this is not it. P-O-O.
This one here?
C-H-I-E.
Is it
yeah.
Y?
No, I'm pretty sure it's
Look
I-E.
at Homer with poochie.
It's a poochie. It's like the most terrifying thing.
That's fucking sick.
No, that's not it. No, it's like really terrifying. Hold on. Let me see if I
The fuck is this dog?
Oh fuck, man. Where's this dog?
What is it?
It looks like he's
Is
appeared
it
on The
this?
Simpsons.
No.
He had to have appeared on The Simpsons.
not
No,
helping.
I'm trying to think. Like
This
it
is
was
not
like
helping.
it was like a
Like
robot.
surfing.
Poochie mascot, The Simpsons.
Are you
He
sure
is
it
from
wasn't
The
a-
Simpsons.
Okay.
Are you sure it wasn't a fur real
Here,
pet?
because this is the spelling
He's
of
from
it.
The Simpsons.
How do you spell it?
P-O-O-C-H-I.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I got the
You're
spelling
good. You're
wrong.
all
This is
good.
like,
Poochie.
and I had
Poochie.
a blue
Oh,
one.
I had one of these. I had one of these toys.
Poochie.
And like
Holy
you gave them
shit.
bones, and like since they're me
Yeah.
and my siblings each had one, and if you put their noses close enough, they sing together.
Yes.
And
Yes.
like, and it's not even like actual noises. It's like, "Arr, arr, arr,
This
arr,"
is
and
not.
it's like,
This is not realistic
Yes,
at all.
yes. I've had one of
Not
these.
at all.
so real.
That
I
is
had
nothing
one.
like
It is
owning
weird.
a real dog.
And then McDonald's came out with some like toys they were gonna
Yeah,
give
right
out.
there.
Yeah.
To the bottom, to the right, yeah.
This one here. Is that a Poochie from McDonald's?
OMG.
Yeah,
A mini
McDonald's would
version.
like give out some, and they were like,
Wow.
it was the weirdest thing.
This is
And
strange.
yeah, that was. I would like to say that's the end of all the animatronic things that we got, but then my siblings got for real pets.
Those are fucking freaky.
and for real pets disturbed
Yeah.
the hell out of
For
me.
real pets are wild.
They like come with wet, like cold, wet noses.
Yes.
It's so
They,
weird.
like-
I'm not down with
They got
that.
a
I'm not down with those
monkey.
dolls you change the diaper on.
Yeah, it was like
It's
a
too
wet
much.
nose. My mom had like a
Oh,
gorilla one. It was really
Oh,
weird.
Oh, the cat wet the floor. Nah,
Yeah.
bro.
Some of them did
Yeah.
poop, I think.
Yeah, my
For real.
sisters walked. Yeah, I think that
Uh-huh.
was my sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the
These are
weirdest
real.
thing.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan.
No.
Yep.
I was a big fan of the Spice Girls, so I obviously had all their dolls.
Wow. So let me see if
I actually still have them in the box.
Yeah, I was like, where did this go? There it is.
I really do.
Didn't they try to make a reunion like recently?
They're
They
touring
did.
right now
Yeah, they're touring.
without Posh because
Somebody
she's fucking
like
too
apologized about.
Posh.
Yeah.
busy. Yeah, they're too busy. She's
Listen,
too
she got
busy.
shit going on.
I don't
right?
give a fuck.
She made her fame.
I don't give a fuck.
I do not give a fuck.
I'm not down with her fucking excuses. It's really annoying.
She's my favorite
Which
one.
one? Can you find the
Any of these. I got
they-
several different sets still in the box. Fuck.
There
This
you
just
go.
came out.
Wow.
Well, it's out now to the
Wow.
to the world.
This makes me think
Goodness.
of the Generation Girls dolls.
Generation Girls.
Yeah, there's a black one named Nichelle. Not Michelle, Nichelle.
No,
and she had an afro and she played jazz music.
Yeah, there's a
How
black
much
one
are
in
those
that.
going for up there? In the
Find out. Let's see. We got if they're in separate boxes. You got
Holy
$2.50 for all of
shit!
1998.
A solid
them. About
$2.50.
$45. $10.
Oh, that's only for a set.
Yeah.
Set of
it's
five.
I got
not
some,
looking
those
too
are the
good.
bigger boxes. I got those for sure.
These pins,
No, the bigger box. Yeah, I got those for sure.
dude. You gotta sell them.
No.
Now's the
Nah,
time.
bro.
No,
Now
save
is
them.
prime.
Save them.
No.
Save them.
I ain't get rid of my Spice
Yeah.
Girls.
It
Nah.
Yeah,
Prime
get buried
market.
with those. Save them.
If you ain't
I need to take some selfies with these.
They're going on
if
a
you ain't coming off with
farewell
them
tour.
now, you
You're
better just hold
never-
on to them forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never.
I got them forever.
Yeah.
Generation Dolls.
I'm gonna pass them on to my
Generation
three boys.
Girls dolls. I'm pretty sure they were called.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, these
And
kind
they
of
were
look like
like-
American Girl dolls.
Yeah, well, they're
Oh.
actual Barbies, and like they each had. So there was this not video game. It was a computer game I used to play,
Copycats.
and it's called Barbie's Got a Groove, and yeah.
In her
Hold on,
Jeep? Were you in her
hold
Jeep
on.
at that time?
No, well, you make music videos with them, and it
Wow.
was pretty fun. Like you just like teach them how to dance, and you make music videos, and you pick your girl in the background, and yeah, that's what inspired my life,
Barbie's Got a
basically.
Groove.
My knowledge
I was
is very-
already
Oh
doing.
shit!
My knowledge.
Barbie's
Yeah.
got a groove.
Yeah, Barbie's Got a Groove, and they each had their own song. Like,
Wow. Huh.
yeah, sometimes I'll be honest, nostalgically, I'll go back and like listen to some of their songs, and
Wow.
they're really dumb, but yeah.
Well, Randy, has she busted this out for you yet? Has she, is this
No,
in the
I've
vinyl
never
collection?
played anything for him.
If this is not in the vinyl collection, I'm leaving.
I wonder if there is a vinyl
We're about to find out.
of the Generation Girls.
No way.
Oh my
Generation
Probably
Girl
not,
got a
but-
groove.
Oh my god. Oh my
I just
God.
imagine all of Randy's vinyls, and then he just has to like do this one, just post this one.
I have a
Um,
Charlie XCX vinyl. That's basically the same thing, right?
Yeah, but that's fucking
No,
legit.
but
I
one
got
of the
the
girls
Sucker
sings in
album.
Do you have
Spanish.
the sucker album?
Picture disc.
One of
Ooh,
the
it is a
girls
picture disc?
Picture
sings
disc.
in Spanish.
Will you show it to me
Not
after
the
the
same.
after the cast? Hell yeah. Did I get you hooked on that? Or,
you did.
Yeah, I was about to say. I know I got you hooked on her.
I had the biggest crush on her. For
I
so
know it
long.
was legit.
I still follow her on Instagram.
Wait, who?
Charlie
Sorry.
XCX.
Yeah, I do too.
She's not for
Oh.
me.
Charlie X.
I'm not even very big into like
That
the
fu-
pop girls, to be honest. Like
That's-
they're
You
not-
just showed all the pop.
That
girl
song
shit.
was so
I was
legit.
a child.
Yeah.
I was a
So
child
good.
into
Sing
that.
it.
Solid.
Pull her up.
She's
There
alright.
she is right there.
Not bad.
No, she
Oh,
banging.
yeah.
She's
saying-
not for me.
I'm
She
saying
banging.
not bad.
She's
banging.
not for me.
Not bad.
1 to 10, I'll give it a not bad.
She's not for me.
Yeah.
She's a cutie pie.
She's cutie, and her music videos, she's very cute in them as well. She's very adorable. She's very adorable.
Is she the I
The
don't
beat
care?
goes on and on and on and on. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Got
You
it.
know
Into
the
it.
deal?
I'm into it. That's my
Yeah,
jam.
I'm into it.
That's what I
also.
bought that album for.
Yeah.
That song in particular.
It's
Yeah.
legit.
Mm,
It's a good jam.
It
gotcha.
was the summer of 13 or 14?
You had just bought your house.
14.
So
I think it was the summer of 14.
because I remember
She came into our lives.
we were grilling
Aw.
something on your little back patio there,
Yeah.
and you were like, "I gotta show you this. I think you'll like it." And I was like, "Okay."
If I know what you like, let me show you this shit right here.
And you were right.
Yeah.
And I jammed that for a really long time.
Yeah, it was good. Good stuff. Speaking of stuff like that, I was curious. Obviously, I just floated the buffalo twice last week.
Mm-hmm.
The video that we made on the mulberry.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
Fuck yeah, I have that.
All right.
That was one of the first. Like that was.
That's
got
right
me-
after you got your wasn't it right after you got your GoPro, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like my intro into like shooting video and like editing and trying to sync shit up.
Yeah.
And it's I really like that shit.
Yeah.
I just don't have much time for it anymore these days, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was my getting into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I do still have that. I was watching that actually not too long ago. I was going through my. Sometimes I like to just sit around and go through my
Dabble
own
through
Instagram.
all, yeah.
And especially, I like to go through my vinyl collection a lot. She makes fun of me all the time.
It's funny. No, I don't make fun of him.
No.
It's funny because you just like it's a bunch of snippets of songs, and all of a sudden I just hear this snippet, and then I hear another.
It's
snippet.
all my favorite jams in one place.
But it's not even
Give
the
me a
whole song.
break.
It's
Oh.
not even the whole song. It's just a snippet.
Okay, so not going through your vinyl, but you're going through your
Through my
vinyl,
vinyl Instagram.
I got-
I go through
I got
that.
all my
It's so
vinyl.
funny.
I've went through it, so
Yeah.
don't.
It's so
yeah,
funny
no,
to
I've went
me.
through it.
But sometimes I just do it on my other stuff too, because you know,
Yeah.
I like to look on my old days. I like to see what I've done.
I'm like
see
over
what
3,000
doing.
photos. It's so difficult to scroll
I know,
that
right?
far.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, you gotta have like either great service or great Wi-Fi.
That's a lot of scrolling.
Yeah.
Constantly
But yeah,
scroll
I was
up.
watching that video not that long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've still got it. I'm sure I've got just the regular video in my shit too. I'm sure I can send it to you.
yeah,
It's good. It's a good video. Good little short.
yeah.
I did a couple real funny ones around that time. I did the one where I was riding my bike around town, just flipping random things off.
Oh yeah, I
That
remember.
was a
Now I
good one.
remember that one.
That was a good,
Good
one.
one. You really showed them.
Yeah, yeah, it was good. Random cars, stop signs. I think I flipped off a bike. In
That
the
was a good
Walmart
video.
parking
I
lot.
definitely remember that.
It was a good video. There's a couple I did.
Oh.
Oh, speaking of stuff like that, that's another good thing that you do that always like shines a light on me, man. You take some good shots of me. When we were in DC that time, like everything you took was so good. There
That
was
was such a
so
great
many
trip.
gold shots on that trip.
That was such a great trip.
That was a really fun trip.
I was fucking like, it wasn't. I had like such a jaw drop when we actually pulled into DC and parked,
yeah.
and you were like waiting for me because I had to like go under the Lincoln building. What was it? No, not the Lincoln building. The yeah, no, what was it? What
Lincoln
building was that?
Memorial?
No, it wasn't the Lincoln Memorial. There was what the fuck. Anyway, the building that I had to go into, it's like,
Oh, when I was waiting outside.
Yeah.
That was the it was a library. I can't remember.
yeah, whatever the building was, it like parking decks on just stacked upon stacked underground. So I like drove under and
Oh, I remember.
went down there and had no service.
We took our bikes and we were gonna
Yeah.
ride around, and that was the only place to park around where we were gonna
Yeah.
like right there in that area, and they weren't gonna let us go in and ride our bikes out. So
Yeah.
we took the bikes
the
off
bikes
and I
out,
stayed
yeah.
with the bikes when you went to park.
Yeah, they like searched the car with mirrors underneath going
Yeah.
in.
You can't blow up the president.
Yeah.
Lame.
Well, I didn't want to blow up that one.
No, that was right after he got it. Well,
No, it
he
wasn't. He was
wasn't-
coming to fucking
yeah.
town the day.
He just got elected.
Yeah.
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 He just got
I
elected.
do want to blow up. So, anyways, that trip, yeah, we were fucking walking around. I was just,
It was such a good time, man.
wowzers, man.
That city's cool.
It definitely is. I'd definitely go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just so surreal, like seeing all the fucking sights. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I was kind of like at a loss for words, like I am now.
Yeah.
Like, just looking
All that
at everything.
history there.
Oh, it was just incredible.
And then just like even just like the restaurants there had cool vibes.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone was just real rad.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was definitely. Then we got hit and ran by an Uber.
Yeah,
What?
an Uber.
I did hear about
Yeah.
that
That
story.
sucks. Yeah,
Oh,
That was
Yeah.
the last
we literally,
night.
yeah, we literally pulled up because we were fucking starving, and we were gonna try and eat something, and the restaurant part of it had already closed, so they turned into like a bar, and
Yeah, the place we were at, it was real strange. It was like a nightclub. It was like a restaurant nightclub. We were like, well, maybe we'll have food. So we parked. We ran inside. We were like, hey, we need to get some food. They're like, nah, it's just a popping party in here. And we're
Yeah.
like, ah, fuck. So we go to leave, and there's like a bunch of people just like looking at my car.
you were like, what the fuck hey, what's up? What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
And they're like, this fucking blah blah blah, just take your car. They tried to squeeze in between and go around to
Aw.
pick up somebody from the front door.
Yeah.
And fucking nailed his back bumper, and I was just like,
Damn.
Just fucking my back bumper
yeah,
and then took off.
really put a damper in our
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
in
was,
our
sucks.
night. But
yeah, it was a sour thing.
that was a hell of a trip, man. We covered some ground in like 3 days.
It was a lot.
2 days or 3 days?
3 days. No, I think it may have been 4 days.
It was 15
Bless you.
hour.
Thank you.
You sure? We only stayed in that
Maybe
hotel
it was
for
3 days.
Yeah.
3 days. We drove up there, slept. First day, hung out. Second, maybe it was only.
I think it was only maybe it might have been
2
2
days.
fucking days, bro. We drove 15 fucking hours
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a lot.
to fucking
With our bikes just like loaded in the back seat of
Wow.
that tiny fancy Prius.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, your fancy
Fancy Prius.
Fancy
Prius.
Prius.
So, yeah, that was but man,
That was a good trip.
that was a hell of a show we saw too. You introduced me to Yingling for the first time. It's the first time I
Yuengling.
ever drank Yingling. You were
Modern
like,
baseball.
you can only get this this side of the Mississippi.
Oh yeah.
And at that time, before they started selling it in Arkansas,
Yeah.
and yeah, modern baseball.
Baseball.
Um,
That was the first time for both of us that we saw brand new, right?
yes, that was our very first time.
That was good. We had terrible seats. But,
And who else played
front bottoms.
front bottoms? Yeah. I was super excited because you had told me who was playing, and then I started like I didn't listen to modern baseball at the time, and I was binge listening.
Yeah.
And I ended up fucking falling in
They're
love.
good, man.
Ridiculous.
They're good.
Some vinyl I would like to own later down the road.
I got that too.
Uh,
I got everything they've done. They're great.
Yeah. But I was literally, yeah, I was blown away though. It was a hell of a show.
Yeah, everything about that was fantastic.
Yeah. Then turned around and drove
Except
fucking,
for the hit and run. That was
Yeah.
the sad part.
and then drove 15 hours fucking straight back, and you dropped me off in Memphis for a soccer tournament,
That's right.
and then you headed the rest of the way home.
That's right. That was yeah. I remember that last drive home too. Like that was like you could feel it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, that was over. You'll remember that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember taking selfies after we just went through Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
I love
were
those selfies.
we were somewhere in Tennessee. So we were on our way to Nashville a couple months back, and we passed that turnoff, and I recognized it, and I was like, hey, there's a Dunkin' Donuts just like 2 miles down there. And she
I
was
do
like,
remember that.
She
I
was like, what the fuck are you
fuck?"
talking about? Like,
Yeah.
I've got the hookup on
Yes.
some Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
I was like, if
Yeah.
only you knew.
Yeah.
I remember that
Wow.
trip well.
We definitely shared times.
Yeah.
Aw. You guys
Yeah.
talk like a married couple.
Well,
Like
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not dissing. I'm just
No, I know you're not.
Yeah.
We're tight. We go back. This is yeah.
This is real shit.
This is for real.
This is real shit.
For
Mhm.
real.
Mhm.
Randy motherfucking Harlan. Real shit. Real shit.
Oh God.
You remember we also went on that
Yeah, let's talk about us.
the the Portland trip. The Portland
Oh,
trip. was
so many good
good.
times. Yes, we flew to fucking Portland,
That
also
was-
with Josh.
Yeah, with Josh. That was when I had
Josh D.
yeah, Joshy D. I had just started before he got all dadded up.
Mm-hmm.
Dadded up when
Yep.
he used to come out and around.
He'll listen to this. Laugh your ass off.
Wait, this is not Lee Bob?
Not Lee Bob.
No.
Okay, because he's not a dad, from what I understand.
Yeah, he's not a dad.
None that he knows of.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lee-Bob.
Surprise!
So that I had just started making money then, and we were like, we got to find a chance to go to the Warp Tour. Things got to happen.
Plus, my buddy Brandon
Yeah.
had won Battle of the Bands
Oh.
in Alaska.
In Alaska.
Wow.
And they offered, since he won Battle of the Bands, they offered his band 2 shows at Warp Tour, which were Portland and Seattle.
Yep.
And as much as I loved going to Portland, I fucking wish we would have also went to Seattle.
If we could have.
I want to
would've been
go
great.
to Seattle so bad. Anyways,
Probably
carry
with
on.
that.
Anyway, so it was like, well, how are we going to make this work? How are we going to make this happen? Our schedules were different. So I can't remember all how it played out, but somehow we worked it out. And we all went, and it was Portland. If there was a place I was going to go to in the U.S. and stay there forever, that would be it.
Portland, huh?
It was
It's
legit.
Fucking amazing. It was July, so it was hot.
No, it was just August. Just the beginning of August.
Anyway, it was hot as balls.
Yes. I remember because
But
they were having a heat wave.
they were having record highs.
They were having record highs
it
in
was like
Portland.
86 degrees.
Record high was
Record, it was
highs.
like 91.
People were
still,
freaking out.
fuck.
The day we got to the hotel, that we were turned on the TV, local news was they were fucking rioting in Target and Walmart.
Yeah, there wasn't enough fans.
There wasn't.
so
They were
people
buying
rioting.
fans and air
way.
conditioning. Yes, it's serious.
People were
Wow.
rioting over these fans.
Trying to buy fans because it was so fucking hot, and we were just like,
Really?
We flew in.
we were good though because we had rented a Prius.
We rented a Prius.
We rented a Prius.
We
Very efficient.
We were trying to fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very hipster in the
We were.
capital of hipsters. Driving around Portland, we drove out to Cannon Beach, where
Yep.
they shot the Goonies,
Okay.
and that weather was even more fantastic.
We also found a little private,
The Cove.
the little cove where the lady was it the lady at the BJ's or was it the lady at the hotel that told us the local spot where that cove was?
I can't remember.
Anyways, we had found that cove.
It was like a mile walk through the woods.
Yeah, it was. And we were like, oh, this is great. We're going to just go down there and swim in the ocean.
Trees bigger around on this walk than this room.
Wow.
Gigantic.
It was awesome.
Holy shit.
So we're walking through the woods in our swim trunks.
Our swim
Just
trunks and tank tops.
Swim trunks, tank tops. We get down there.
Feeling the fucking the fucking West Coast weather.
Yeah.
Like,
This was great. We were like, a day at the beach is gonna be fun. This is gonna be killer.
Yeah.
So we get to
Perfect.
this beach. Everyone there.
Yeah, we were like, oh man, these people are surfing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they got on their fucking wetsuits, their boards, fucking.
Yeah.
Looks
Two
like
they're West Coast dudes.
they were like waxing them up. I was
Yeah.
like, man, this is fucking legit.
Yeah.
And we were like, man, look, fucking. It was like a cove, but the cove was bluffs on either side,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and it was
big,
humongous bluffs, and they just
Big.
went out a ways, and then it was like almost like a private little cove where the
Oh.
beach was coming. It was nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
man.
nice.
That's amazing.
And all these people were out in the water, and we were like, all right, let's go.
Let's get it.
So
Let's get the water.
We
Let's
throw
get in the
off
water.
we throw off our tank tops, and throw our towels down in the on the little sand there, and we're just running for the water. And we all three just jump in, and it was so fucking cold. The coldest water
Oh my
I've ever
God.
been in my life.
Oceans are that cold.
Yes. Yeah, right?
What the fuck? It
So-
was freezing.
Yeah, and we were trying to make the best of it. All these people are in their wetsuits, and
Yeah.
they got to be laughing at us. Nobody was there in just shorts in
No
the
one.
water.
Yeah, no one.
Nobody.
What's funny is
Wow.
like the beaches there too. Like, it's not like you would go to a beach down south, like in fucking Florida or whatever. You walk out and it takes you like less than 10 seconds to get neck level
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
deep water. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, we literally, I felt like we walked a quarter mile and we weren't
Yeah.
even up to our fucking weights.
Yeah, and it's
It just
So
super
cold at
long.
first.
Yeah.
oh,
And it was
man.
freezing. And then we found like a little pool over to the side of the cove that had like made it or built up that was actually deep.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
we put some hand warmers in our pants and jumped in the fucking pool.
Toughed it out.
Got wet, and we were like, holy shit, we were in the ocean. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
We toughed that out.
I got no ding-a-ling.
We did not.
Which reminds me of the
stay,
shrinkage episode on Seinfeld.
I've never seen Seinfeld.
You've never seen the
None?
shrinkage?
I haven't either.
No,
The
I've never
shrinkage
seen it.
episode where George is in the pool. They're all on like a little thing.
No.
George gets in the pool. They walk in on him while he's getting changed out of his trunk. And he's like, the water! That's the pool! The shrinkage! You never saw that episode?
I've never
God.
seen a single episode. Of
Oh
Seinfeld.
my gosh. That's so classic.
George is very funny. George is really actually they're all really good in that
they're
show. That's
brilliant.
a great show.
They're all like based on literally real people.
Yeah. Well,
Larry David is-
Jerry is Jerry.
Yeah.
George is Larry David.
Yeah. Kramer is actually, I just saw who is based on, I don't remember his name, but he's based on a real person. Even like George's boss at the Yankees and all the everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a good show.
It's a good show.
He was based off the real life Kenny Kramer.
Yeah.
Who co-created Larry David from New York.
That makes sense.
Or a neighbor of co-creator Larry David.
Yeah.
Larry David.
Oh yeah,
fucking
which
funny.
which he would fucking walk right into Larry David's house and grab shit out of his fridge, literally, and he would make himself a sandwich, and that's
funny.
just how he was.
I didn't
yeah.
realize that. I didn't realize that Kramer was actually.
Yes,
based on a real
yes.
character.
I started following a couple Seinfeld things on Instagram, and I started learning a little more. And plus, there's always great clips. Like 2 days ago, I saw the shrinkage clip again, and I was just like, so good. That's such a great episode.
There's so many great episodes in that
Yeah.
show. It's a good
Larry
show.
David's a fucking mastermind.
He really is. Do you watch
Curb Your Enthusiasm
Curb, yeah,
is fucking
Curb.
brilliant.
So good.
His show, which he
So
stars
good.
in, is brilliant as well. So,
I've only seen the memes of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
oh,
It's
I'd
it's
love
like
to-
cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, Larry.
yeah. So
Got you.
they started doing. There's this one page on Facebook that they do like, I guess memes or funny videos or whatever, and then it'll end like as soon as the video stops, it'll go.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No,
And
there's
it's
like whole
fucking great.
compilations and shit on YouTube.
And it's the
like,
credits. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, they're funny.
It's a good show. I watch that a lot on the plane back and forth to work because it's so good.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
way too good. You
It's really
definitely
good.
should. Well, we did have fun in Portland.
Yeah, Portland was a lot of fun, and the Warped Tour is always great.
Do you remember when we went to Voodoo Donuts and
Stood in line for fucking ever.
Yeah, but then we walked down to that little hipster bar. It was literally smaller, but maybe about the same size as this room. Do you remember? It's the first time I had Wesson, that little, or was it me and Josh that walked down there? That little bar was, or that we walked in and that they were playing right there in the window, and you had to come around, and it was like, just, were you drunk?
I did get pretty lit that night.
Yeah, I may have not been as bad. But you remember we were drinking those little Wessons? They're almost in the same bottle as a Red Stripe, but it's called Wesson.
I don't remember that.
All right.
I may have had too many of
You
them.
may have, which is fine.
May have been too many.
Too much, too many.
We partied down pretty good that night. It was a fun
Yeah,
time.
we did, definitely.
We partied down a couple times in Portland.
Warped Tour was awesome. It was right on the river.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was like bearable too because it wasn't. All the other Warped Tours I'd been to were like in Texas.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was, I mean, always the summer and always
Yeah.
fucking so hot you just wanted to die.
Yeah.
And it was actually bearable there. I saw Vendetta Red there for the.
Yep.
That was the
Yeah,
first and
yeah,
only
you're
time
right.
I've got
You're
to
right.
see
You're
them.
right.
They're
I was stoked
Fantastic.
because we got to see I Wrestled a Bear once.
yeah. That was the first time I had seen I Wrestled a Bear once.
Yes. And that was with what's her name? Before she left.
Krista.
Yes, Krista.
Krista.
Which I think was the best ever.
Yeah, she was.
And I
so
wrestled a bear once.
What a great name for a band. I Wrestled a Bear.
good. Oh, they're rowdy.
Oh, they're fucking hella rowdy.
They're
Love it.
rowdy.
Love it.
I love it.
They're fun.
I love it. I love it.
Did you know? So one of the guys I work with on the ship now.
You told me.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah, he.
That was quick.
You told
Do you know
me.
one of the guys that I work
I
with?
do
No,
know.
no, I got it.
You know, from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And he knew.
Yeah, he was friends with. I can't think of his name now off the top of my head.
Finish each
their
other's
guitarist.
sentences. Keep
I'm
going.
trying.
We're doing. That's what we're doing.
Trying.
Keep
That's what we're
going.
doing right now. Yeah, they're.
I'll always try.
I like
They
this
were
more.
good friends.
I was working on it. Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then of course, all the St. Louis trips.
yeah, we've done some amazing traveling.
Oh my God!
What, did I forget one?
No, one of the funniest long-running jokes from St. Louis one time that you used to do was when we would go eat
It's
somewhere.
incriminating, isn't it?
No, it's awkward and so funny, and I always wanted to get in on it, but I just never had it in me. But we would go to eat somewhere or something, and then I played cameraman on
When
these
we
because they were
did-
so good.
Sorry. When we let me put the mic back.
Oh, these are my favorite.
But when it popped off, especially that one morning when it first popped off,
Rooster.
it was so Rooster. It was so fucking great. Oh my God. Carry on.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you
please,
carry
please,
on for a
please,
minute.
Please.
Okay, so we would be for example, we would be eating somewhere, and David would just be like, I'm gonna do it. And I'd be like, oh shit, and then I'd get my phone ready, and we would all get up, and like we were leaving, we'd scoot our chairs in, and we'd go to walk off, and David would walk up against walk next to like another table, and there would be like a nice young lady sitting there, and he would just sniff her hair as he walked by, and then keep walking, and the look on everyone else's face that's at the table with her,
She couldn't see me. She couldn't
because
see
she would
me.
never know. She would never know, but her friends would know. And I would catch their faces on camera.
Oh no.
Oh, those are some of the
Hey,
best
what?
times.
What is it?
Oh, they were so good. Those are so funny.
What is it?
Those were so funny. I wish I still had some of those videos. Oh man.
They were great. Listen,
so
those were
good.
great times. You got great reactions out of people. They were so good. But that morning was some of the best from that table. I know which table you were talking about. I remember it was yesterday. Like, I fucking nailed them. Like, they were just in
Half the
fucking
time-
awe.
Half the time it would be like a face of like surprise meets a face of disgust meets a face of what am I supposed to do right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, it was so good.
There was like a table of 6 or 8 at that table.
Yeah, that one in particular was the best one.
Yeah, everyone had looks for
Oh,
me,
man.
except for her, because she didn't realize what was
She's the
going
only
on.
one that didn't see it and had no idea.
So you
what
imagine the
had
conversation afterwards.
happened. Oh man, it
That
was
guy
we
just
had-
came by
good.
and sniffed your hair.
It was so good.
Oh my lord.
I'm that teddy bear.
Oh, man. See what you've done, Anjali?
Sitting in the corner.
Yeah, that's definitely the naughty side of a nanny cam.
Just sniffing around.
He just wants to get acquainted.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, those were funny though.
Jesus.
Those were good. Those were good. Remember when we couldn't get a hotel in time? So we were like,
No, we had a hotel there. Our room just wasn't ready.
oh yeah. So we were like bathing in the parking garage.
Yeah, brushing our teeth
brushing
in the car,
our teeth in the car.
in a parking garage. Yeah,
Trying to get ready for the
Wow.
show.
I got a good picture of us doing that.
Yeah, that was a good picture.
That was a good time.
That's good times.
Was that the same year that your car got broken into?
Yeah. No, it was a different year. I think we were in your car that year.
That was the year with the bikes.
Yeah.
We took our bikes up
The Josh went with us that next year, didn't he? Or he at least rode one way with us. He either came up with somebody or did something. But I had the bike rack on the back of the Malibu. Yes, my car did get broken into.
Oh, that was the Malibu.
And
That was
we
before
got
that
back in the
unit.
fucking car. We'd realized it had been broken into. Well, everything was dumped over. I had a fucking what the hell do you call it? Scanner for radar detector.
Oh, yeah.
And I was delivering pizzas like on my off time for extra money. So anybody that had ever paid me in change or whatever, I had strictly quarters in one of the cup holders. There had to have been at least a solid $15 to $20 in quarters there.
Yeah.
And there was just shit everywhere, like valuable, kind of decently valuable stuff, chargers and anything like that. And I was like, what the fuck? They broke into it for nothing. What is the deal? Like, what is the deal?
Yeah, everything seemed to be there. We were like, what? The money was still there.
Yeah, nothing was gone.
it
Like,
didn't make
shit was
sense.
tumped over, like, but nothing was gone.
You never found anything that was gone.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Let me get to the
we're
story.
getting there. We're
Got
getting
you,
there.
Sorry.
So we go eat at Rooster one last time, and pretty sure I have a little sniff while we're there, and we skate on out of there, and we get in the car, and we're fucking maybe Missouri Arkansas border,
Yeah.
and it doesn't dawn on me, but I just happened to hit that old rear view mirror, and as soon as I do, I fucking belt out, motherfucker.
Yep.
I knew exactly what they had took.
Which is
5 of my fucking hats that were in the
Aw,
back fucking glass that I had brought specifically for a 2 or 3 day trip. I needed
Damn.
5 hats just like
Yeah.
I normally pack.
Yeah.
And for some reason I thought that I took them into the hotel room, so it wasn't dawning on me that they weren't up there and maybe
Man.
packed them. And yeah, one of the hats was one that I had bought in Portland.
Yep.
And yeah,
One
it
or
was-
two of them was limited too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Damn.
to this day I don't have those hats.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of sad day.
Yeah. Swiped him. It was
Got me good. They like poked the fucking keyhole thing out and somehow got in there. I don't know what
Wow.
happened.
That's
But-
impressive. I mean, not cool, but
Yeah.
One of your
They
another
fucking. And we were in St. Louis. They stole fucking Cubs hats from
yeah,
me. What
Cubs
are they
hats
doing?
in St. Louis. Yeah.
What are they doing?
Doesn't even make sense.
I think it's really funny how
Dirty
many times
birds.
that you
Oh, do
guys
ya? Oh, do ya?
have been to St. Louis, and I literally lived in Missouri, and I've never been to St. Louis.
Where did you live in Missouri?
Cape Girardeau.
Cape? Really?
Yeah, that's my
I know all about
Girardeau.
Cape.
yeah.
We used to go through Cape to get to Carbondale.
I used to do drag in Carbondale as well.
Yeah, it's
I
where I
told
was
you
born
that's
at.
where- I told
Wow.
you
I
that's
I think
where
we had a similar.
Yeah, we might have had a
grandparents-
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that pizza place?
Quattros.
Quattro.
Call 549-5326. Quattros Deep Pan Pizza. Plug out. I'm telling you, hey.
Quattro.
Quattros,
Wow.
fucking Carbondale, Illinois.
Oh my
you
God.
fucking won't get better pizza. It's fucking good stuff. You get
French dip.
fucking sandwiches, pizza, fucking
I love fucking
cheesy
dip.
bread. Like, it's so good.
Quattro.
There they are. Good
Quattro.
shit. Good stuff, man.
I
Good
love a good
stuff.
French dip sandwich.
4.6.
Oh
on
my
Google.
god, the French dip is so good.
The
dude.
French dip.
I
is
get
really-
that.
That's what I had.
Mhm.
And
So
they
good.
call it the Italian beef, but
Italian beef.
but
It's-
yes,
yeah, it's basically
yeah.
a French dip.
Close it soon, y'all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, get there now.
Yes.
Yeah.
it was
I
very
used to
good.
drive 2.5 hours out to Carbondale to do shows out there to a bar that had a drink named after me. And,
Which bar was it? Was it?
this one, it's closed now. It was a drag bar. It was like named some numbers, to be honest. It was like 5 something.
8675309.
No,
Good
but
one,
yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. And there's some like drunk girl, and she's just like, hey, try this drink. It's really good. And I was like, people aren't going to hurt a famous bitch like me. Let me drink this strange girl's drink. And it wasn't poisoned, but I did really like it. And it became my signature drink, and they named it after my drag name, and then I pretty much order this drink anywhere I went. Even to this day, I still pretty much order this drink. If Randy doesn't order something first, and I can go, just get me that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's tequila, cranberry, and Sprite.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hypothetically yummy.
Say what?
I said hypothetically yummy.
Yeah.
If I were allowed to drink, that'd be
Yes.
delicious.
Yes.
I went on a trip. I was recently broken up, and I went on a trip to Illinois with Josh, and we had ventured, like, I was staying with my grandparents. So I told my grandpa, I was like, we're going to go over to blah, 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 which is a strip club. And I have some amazing grandparents.
No, I was going to say which strip club.
I don't remember either of their names, but I can tell you.
There's one right on the border of East. It's like in East Cape, technically.
Oh, no, they weren't that far in Cape. But you had to drive north to, I want to say, Decatur or Dector.
Yeah.
It was.
I think it's like
one was in a ginormous. It looked like a big barn.
You have to say it with like a southern like Decatur.
Decatur,
like,
yeah,
Decatur.
Decatur.
Yeah,
that was a good.
That was good.
That was some hellish southern charm. You used that. So it was like a gigantic barn, like a reddish barn, and I didn't know that Illinois is all nude.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah. So this is my first experience. Now, growing up in Arkansas, you know, like the best you can get is fucking Paper Moon, which is...
Was the best.
Yeah, because we can do pasties and then a thong.
Yeah, pasties and the thong. So... Fuck, I just realized my 13-year-old's going to listen to this. So...
I was thinking about that back when we were talking about bootios. But
I was too.
Yeah.
From the get-go. Bootios out the gate.
Yeah. And I compared you to a nanny cam. So he's going to have tons of stuff to look at.
Yeah.
This is not
So,
good.
they're Googling fools, those kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, we go in, and this one's not bad, right? We're having a couple drinks, whatever. And, we weren't right up front. We were just kind of chilling in the back, whatever, doing their thing. And we were like, well, let's go check out the other one. You know, we just stayed there for a little while. So we went on to the other one, and it's like liquor store on one side. Just looks like a fucking shed, an oversized shed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a liquor store on one side. You go in, and there's like a little liquor store bar. And you're like, walk to the right, and she's like, what are you in here for, basically? And we're like, the strip club. And she's like, through that door. And you go in, there's a bar. And you walk around this little corner, and there's a stage over there, right? Well, if you're a tall girl like yourself, actually, your neck's going to be like this when you're walking on the stage because the ceiling is low, and we happen to get right at the end of the stage.
Oh.
And we're, you know what I mean? Like, this is... I felt.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm not just saying the South ain't the only place that's country. You know what I mean? I may be from the North, but there's country everywhere.
Yeah.
So we go in, and we're sitting down at the end of the table. You know, we have a drink, whatever. And this new song starts out. Blonde chick walks out. She's doing her thing. She's not too tall, but she's grazing the. There's two poles, one at the back and one at the front. The stage is, I'd say, 3 to 4 foot long and wide until you get to the end. There's a circle. Mm-hmm. And doing her stuff, taking her clothes off, and literally, when I'm telling you, she lays down and then the legs go wide out and she slaps it. It's quite mind-blowing for someone that's never been to a full nude strip club. It was so mind-blowing. Like, obviously I've seen stuff like this before any other place. But to see it right in front of me, I just kind of looked at Josh, and he looked back at me, and I was like, oh my God, places like this exist. Like, I don't even... I was just blown away. Like, this is so insane. Like, we literally finished our drinking. We were like, no, gotta get out of here.
One slap is good enough for the night.
Yeah, so it was quite rowdy in there, though.
I'd imagine so.
You know, obviously over coffee the next morning, my grandpa asked me what I thought. I said it's a pretty wild place. He said, yeah, it used to be too. When
I had a similar, not the place was similar, not as wild of a situation. In Baton Rouge one time, I went down there with a buddy.
Never been to Baton Rouge.
It is not.
Yeah,
much.
I'm not missing anything.
You're not. We met a buddy down there, and we were all three hanging out, trying to find girls, all that, song and dance. We decided to go to the strip club, so my buddy takes us out to the strip club. It's a trailer. It's two trailers, actually, one right beside the other one. And when you go in the first trailer...
the original double wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. This sounds sketchy already.
It was a stage similar, like, because it was raised, so you, like, had to bend your head to like, dance on it. And as soon as I got there, I was like, oh, no, this is going to be bad. This is not a good situation for us to be in. We were too young to actually drink at the time, so they wouldn't serve us any alcohol at the strip club, and I was like, we gotta go. Let's go find something else to do. And my buddy, who I went down there with, he's just in love with this one girl.
Oh,
and he had her like cornered at the wall.
In Baton Rouge, girls, they gonna get you.
No.
just chatting her up. We couldn't pull him off her. We had.
Oh no.
You know, one of my buddies at work told me, if you get a good girl,
hold on and don't let go.
Yeah. So he told me, now, once you go double wide,
No.
there ain't no going back single wide.
Never go back.
There ain't no going back single wide.
My Lord.
That's what he had told me. So
I remember I was performing in Illinois at this drag bar that I was talking about previously, and it was, I think, maybe like the second time I'd ever done a burlesque number, and I had these pasties, and their air conditioning went out that night, and I was performing, and one of my pasties popped off, and one thing that my drag mother has always instilled in me was to keep performing, so I kept performing with my nipple out. And then they were all kind of like, everybody was like looking around like, and I expected some shock, but I didn't expect as much shock. And then I get behind stage and they're like, we're in a college town. It's actually illegal for nipples to be out. And I was like, oh no. And people had their camera phones out, and they were really worried they were never going to be able to hire me again.
Here's Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I pulled a Janet Jackson. And I mean, they did hire me again. It was fine. But yeah, my nipple was out in Illinois illegally in a college town of all places, because it's legal everywhere else.
Yeah, maybe that's why those two clubs are slightly like, you have to go out of Carbondale to get.
You do, because if it's a college town, then legally you can't have any like. Yeah, and I got in trouble for that, because with burlesque we try to keep some knowledge of things. So like some places you're allowed to have nipples out, but you have to actually wear an underwire the whole time you're performing. So like, yeah. So you're wearing an underwire where your cups come off and your nipples can be out, but you have to wear the underwire, or else otherwise it's too sexual.
Weird.
Yeah. Or some places you do have to wear pasties. Some places
you
have to wear, some places you have to wear a full butt covering panties. Some places you're able to just wear the thong, which FYI, the thong was actually invented for burlesque. FYI, the G-string specifically was invented for burlesque performers.
I thought it was invented to hide your panty line.
No, it's invented for burlesque performers. People got into burlesque because, so back in the day, people wanted to do female parts with only males in it, like Shakespearean plays and whatnot. And women were like, well, what the fuck? So I want to do this too. And so they created it, but did it so womanly. And then after a while, they were like, how can we push this limit? And they created the G-string for that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Would you look at that?
I always mess up and wear mine backwards.
Me too.
It happens.
I know.
What are you going to do?
I can't do much.
I should go to the bathroom and check, actually.
Keep performing. That's what I always do.
Well, on that note, we're hitting about 2 hours here, y'all. If we want to keep going,
that was kind of quick.
I told you it goes fast.
Yeah.
It goes quick. Let's go fast.
So if we want to keep going, we can. If we want to cut it off, what's that?
Do you still want to talk about your love for Randy, or do you want to talk about your love for Randy off the air? Is this about to get
Oh.
X-rated?
Turn the cameras
All right. It
off.
seems like we should talk about this off the air.
Do you have
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you have anything you want to plug? Any Instagram, Twitter, anything?
Support your local soccer teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, support. Yeah, this probably is not the place to.
Probably
No,
not.
no,
No,
please
don't
don't
do
do.
that.
Yeah,
Let's-
don't
No,
specifically.
no, I wasn't.
Thank you. It's like,
Um,
please don't.
Maybe-
no,
yeah,
I
maybe
ain't
not
plugging
that.
nothing.
All right. Perfect.
Y'all know me. Shit, still the same OG. Oh, fuck what you heard. You know what I mean? No, this was great.
Cool.
That's
fun,
All
right?
right. Yeah. Thanks for
Awesome.
coming on, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks for being
it.
here.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh,
Finally made it happen.
Thank
All right.
you.
Well, we love you all, and we'll see you later.
See you, dudes.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.